What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Farmer Q here. Just wanted to go live for a little bit and talk about the farming practices and the farm to table execution, we'll call it. Just going to give everybody a little bit to roll in. I'm going to give everybody time to get in here while we get everything set up and ready. But how y'all doing this evening? It's good to have everybody here. As y'all roll in, we'll just keep the small talk going for a little bit. When we hit the 5-minute mark, we'll go ahead and get started with what we got for today. But we got some good stuff today. Some really good philosophical stuff. What's up, Broke Farmer 76? Glad to have you here tonight, my cuz, my brother. It's good to have you here. Oh, but yeah, it's been a long couple of days, man. It's been dealing with this cold that we're dealing with. It's been pretty crazy. I'm glad we're on the other side of it, though, as far as warming up. We're actually starting to warm up. It was 26 degrees today. That's crazy for us to be like, oh man, it's 26 degrees and it's warming up. And just the other week it was the merch. Oh, the merch. I don't have any merch on right now. We haven't been able to wash the clothes because it's been so cold outside that I got to just wear what I have. But I got my natural farming on right now. Natural farming shirt. I'm rocking my it says soil to soul, natural farming. So it fits the bill for tonight. It fits the bill for tonight for sure. But I'm not rocking no merch right now. Oh, my merch. Oh, my merch. Okay. So I don't want to just keep rocking that same white t-shirt. I want to actually get some actual like merch made that I can get to everybody else so that I can just wear casually and everything, because that t-shirt that I always wear, that's my business t-shirt that has my like phone number on the back of it, and y'all never see the back of it, so that's no problem. But yeah. Let me get this door closed real quick. But yeah, we got 2 more minutes before we get started. But yeah, I've had the opportunity to actually work on some farms, some pretty big farms, on equestrian farms, some farms that are focused primarily on like delivering food to markets, delivering meat to markets. Yeah, it gets pretty crazy in there. I've had to castrate animals before. It's real, farming is real. There's things that you have to do that people don't really think about, and it gets crazy real quick. It can get a lot crazier than what you would expect on that farm, on that homestead, if you have animals, especially, and then even if you don't have animals, it's still going to get kind of crazy for you, because you're going to have to deal with animals coming on your land, because animals are always going to be curious, even though they usually don't want to have nothing to do with you. They want to have something to do with what you got. So you got to be keeping that in mind. You're always going to be dealing with some kind of wildlife if you're on any plot of land. But we got another minute here, and then we're going to get it rolling. So, well, actually a little bit less than a minute. But like I said, how y'all doing this evening? Let me know. We'll get the conversation started. I want to get a little conversation started before we actually get started, so that when I actually break from the lesson a little bit, we can actually have something to talk about. What's up, Mr. Stinky Puddle Ranch? How you doing, fam? It's good to have you, fam. Glad to have you here. But yeah, getting ready to get started. So what's up, GG Naturals? How you doing, GG Naturals Homestead Fam is in the building. We got fam showing up in the building. So that's what I want. I wanted to give it time to kind of notify anybody who wanted to roll up and see what was going on, to get up in here and see about showing up. So, but yeah, 5 minutes has started, or 5 minutes has gone through. So we'll go ahead and do an outline of what we're going to talk about today, and we're going to get it rolling. So today we're going to be talking about farming practices on a philosophical level. We'll actually be talking about some of the things that apply to the farm and everything like that. But I want to kind of get into the spirit of the farm. I wanted to get into the what drives you as a farmer, because it's a hard life, especially if you choose to make that your path that you want to be walking every single day, because it is an everyday thing. So that being said, what we're going to start out with is do as nature does. That is the first point. And I'm not going to, I'll kind of go through. So we're going to be talking about do as nature does. We're going to be talking about organic farming. What is it? What does modern day farming teach us? And then farming needs to have a philosophical foundation. So that's the first part of the first part of the lesson, if you will. But we're going to go into the second part, but we're going to try to roll through this and be fluid with it. So as far as doing as nature does, we need to make sure that we have an emotional connection to the farm. You might be telling yourself, okay, if I have an emotional connection to the farm, it's going to hurt my heart if something bad happens. Let me tell you, if you don't choose to have an emotional connection to the farm, something else that you have an emotional connection to will experience something bad happening as well. So it's life. You just got to take it in stride, but you need to have an emotional connection to that farm, because it's going to fuel you on those days that you don't feel like doing anything, on those days that man, I'm so tired, man. I got no energy. I got nothing in the tank. So what am I going to do? You're going to think back on why you started that farm. You're going to think about what that farm is doing. You're going to think about what you're trying to represent through that farm, trying to show. You're going to think about what that farm is showing and what that farm is doing for your calling in life and everything too. So that's why it's important to have an emotional connection to that farm, because when you're feeding your family or you're feeding yourself, you're feeding other people at the market, you're going to want to have an emotional connection to that farm. So that's the first part. So we're going to go into chat a little bit. I see that chat has kicked up a little bit, and we're going to just kind of address this before it gets ahead of us, because y'all know I'm notorious about letting chat get ahead of me. So we're going to just pop in here for a second. Mr. Stinky Puddle Ranch says that he's headed to get some stray cows in the snow. BRB. Gosh, yeah, it's real right now. We're dealing with it out here in the southern area of the United States. It's real. This cold is like nothing we've kind of messed with for a while. So Mr. Stinky Puddle Ranch is probably used to this kind of cold, but we're all getting hit down here this year. So Tiffany Cherie says, okay, so this is wifey. I just wanted to say, yeah, she says, my philosophy is only about prepping for snow. I was adopted by it and molded by it. Yeah, it's having an impact on us this year for sure. And it's tough in some ways, and it's insightful in some ways. You learn things and everything, but yeah. So what's up, Jan? What's up, Jan? This is GF Cooking. It's good to have you, my brother. It's good to have you here tonight. I know you're in a different time zone, so I know it gets kind of tough on you, but hey, like I said, I'm glad to have you. But yeah, let's get back to the lesson while we're ahead of the chat. So yeah, it gives us motivation when we have the emotional connection to the farm. And you have to realize that the connection between you and your animals is a real thing. Animals can feel the flow of your spirit. So and plants can feel it too. So animals and plants can feel how you feel. It's not on the level that we think about, because, oh, hey, we're humans. We're thinking about it from a human perspective. But these animals, they have a deep connection with you, because, they see you every day. They live a consistent life, and they keep us honest. They keep us honest and consistent. The animals, they're a key part of a farming life, because they are in need of something every single day, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So if you're being inconsistent with those animals, you're not going to have any animals anymore, or the animals are just going to not be of a quality standard. And that's not fair to those animals. So we harvest those animals for our needs as people. We have those animals there for companionship. We lean on animals and we lean on cattle for so many different reasons. And it's only fair that we give them the most quality life that they can have. So I try to keep that at the forefront whenever I'm working on another person's property, or whether I'm dealing with something that I would be involved with. Unfortunately right now, like, we don't have a massive farm or anything like that. But like I said, just this past year, I had the experience of working on like 4 farms, and I always try to keep a connection with those people, try to keep a network with those people, because, everything is not about money. You sometimes you want to just give a helping hand to people. And then when you just give a helping hand to people and you make it not so much about yourself, you're able to see everything that's going on in the situation, because you're not so focused on getting a paycheck, or you're not so focused on getting paid at the end of the day. Yes, your time is worth something, always and forever. But you have to also realize that the knowledge that you're gaining, if you're willing to apply it, it's going to be worth more than that money that you're seeking in that moment, because you're able to replicate that moment over a span of time and be consistent with it as far as making money goes. So learn first, y'all. But yeah, so that's really about the doing as nature does. I mean, okay. So realistically, there's a bunch of different ways to farm, but me personally, I'm all about organic farming. I do understand that there's particular instances where you need to actually be able to maybe use a synthetic or something like that at whatever point you might have to use it or whatnot. But I'm going to say this: before the firestorm of marketing that we know, it was really about using what was cheap and readily available. And I mean, yeah, like, it just so happened that what was cheap and readily available was organic, or natural. Let me just say that, because it just was there in nature, and we used it and we made the most out of it, and we had good results. What's up, 504 Greenleaf? We're going to break off from the lesson for a second, and we're going to just say hello. We're going to just talk a little bit. But yeah, what's going on, 504 Greenleaf? What's up? How you doing? It's good to have you. I don't know if I've seen you around. So if you haven't been here before, welcome. And I'm glad to have you. So yeah. Hey, look, we don't got much going on in the chat, so I'm gonna just keep it rolling. We might not have a super long lesson day, but hey, I'm cool with it. I know that people got stuff to do and everything, so we'll just keep it rolling. So, but yeah, so cheap and available, that applies to your nutrient resources, that applies to your tools, that applies to your ingredients, that applies to everything. So when it comes to your ingredients, I'm talking about the actual farm to table aspect itself. So when you have those cheap and readily available ingredients that come from your farm because you've been consistently doing this, it's going to just be better. I mean, you're not going to be putting so much capital into it, because we live in a world where we have to spend money, we have to make money and everything. We live in a capitalist society, but the more that you can detach yourself from that society as far as being able to provide for yourself, man, it's just going to free you up. It's going to make it way better for you. And I'll tell you what, just us being able to have the few things that we harvested out of our garden, it is already coming clutch with this cold weather that we've been dealing with. So, hey, you never know when you need that stuff. And personally, we haven't started canning yet, and it's already helped us. So imagine if we had already had canning down packed and everything like that, man, we would be so set. We'd be so set up. Okay. Yeah, let's go back to the chat for a second. Okay, so Tiffany Cherie says you can be cost effective without sacrificing that quality too, though, right? Hey, that's 100%. And I'll tell you what, the quality. So marketing is very powerful. What marketing does in the gardening industry, it sells you on the fact that on the created fact, it's not a fact. It sells you on their point that quality comes from using their product. No. You know what quality comes from? Quality comes from you being consistent and you putting that work in. That's what quality comes from. You being out there every day to actually see as those bugs start to develop and what you need to do going forward to actually treat those bugs and actually make it something that is not so much of a problem to you. How are you going to fit into your regular everyday schedule? Just like the last lesson we talked about just this past Monday, we were talking about pest management practices and actually applying those things to to your farm or to your area that you're growing in, because you can have an IPM schedule or a pest management schedule at any size farm. So I noticed some people rolled in. So we're going to say some what's ups and hellos. What's up, Simple Ain't Easy Simplistic Farms? Good to have you. Good to have you. How you doing this evening? Has it been super cold? Didn't you say you lived in Michigan? So I already know it's just passively cold out there right now. Tiffany Cherie says, I will not imagine. Thank you. Just kidding. So when I first brought up the idea of canning to Tiffany Cherie, she was like, I don't know about that. You already have all this stuff everywhere, and you already kind of already are into all this stuff. So it's just going to take up more room, and it's going to take up more space. So I don't know about this canning stuff. She's coming around, though. She's coming around. Okay. So Gigi Naturals Home says, what are your goals for being less reliant on the stores? I'm going to go into that right now, my fam. Let me tell you, my goals for being less reliant on the stores, first and foremost, got to do canning. You got to start with water bath canning, because if you start with water bath canning, you're going to be out a lot less money. I'm going to get a tall boiling pot that can hold a 32-ounce can or 32-ounce glass mason jar. But I need to get that going, because you can start cheap with the water bath, with the water bath method and everything. So, but yeah, like as far as that goes, second thing is I want to actually, and I'm going to get into this part when I get into the second part of the lesson, but I want to actually be able to have a harvest schedule. Like I want to actually be able to plant and then harvest like at particular blocks of time. So before I get more into that, but yeah, so GG Naturals, that's my two big things. I want to be able to have a schedule, and I want to be able to execute preserving those particular things that I'm growing. So yeah, so I'm going to keep hitting the chat real quick, because I don't want to get behind, because I already got some people starting to get it rolling. So, oh, Tiffany Cherie says, I just really like my glass containers, LOL. So, okay, Kristen Nettle said, hey, Kristen Nettle, by the way, I haven't seen you around, so welcome. If you've been here before, hey, sorry if I missed you before, but hey, I'm glad to have you here tonight. But Kristen Nettle says, I'm a plant noob and have kind of a brown thumb, but the other day I was given a tip to use cooled water from hard boiling my eggs to water my houseplants. Excited to try it. So Kristen Nettle, I'll tell you, you might get like the smallest, most minute amount of calcium from that water. And hey, like over time that might actually account for something, but your eggshells actually chemically, you just boiling them, you're not really going to get much out of those eggshells. But there is a process of using vinegar to extract the calcium out of eggshells, and that takes about a month. But you can take eggshells, you can bake them, then you can take a cup and you can fill it with half water, half apple cider vinegar or white vinegar, and then you put the eggshells in there and you seal it up. Use a mason jar and keep those eggshells inside that vinegar for about a good month. And then you take those eggshells after that month has passed, and then you can let them dry, crush them up, and they're going to have more availability within those eggs. But I wouldn't use that vinegar inside your garden, though. Don't use the vinegar. Actually, just take the eggs out of the vinegar, let them dry off, crush them up, and then as they're going to break down faster inside the soil. So your real goal is really to just unlock that calcium out of the eggshells. And to do that, it takes a process. Or you could just crush the eggshells up and put them in your soil. That works too, but it takes a longer amount of time to access those nutrients. So whenever people say eggshells and calcium, I usually recommend another source of calcium, because eggshells take a little bit longer for that calcium to be readily available. So there you go, Kristen Nettle. Simple and Easy said, doing great. And yes, they are in Michigan. They said it's super cold out there right now. Hey, I think America's just getting hit right now. Like we're all just getting hit with crazy amounts of cold. I think deep Florida and like parts of Georgia, because I was watching Broke Farmer's video the other day. I mean, today, actually, I was watching this video today. And his greenhouse was 70-something degrees. I was like, oh my gosh, that is crazy. Like everybody's greenhouse out here in Texas is just done. Like, I mean, if your power was on and you have like sophisticated equipment to keep that greenhouse rolling, maybe it's still good. But man, this greenhouse and nursery horticultural industry out here has gotten rocked this year, and I fully wholeheartedly expect to see prices go high. I expect to see prices increase a whole lot this coming season. So yeah, Simple Ain't Easy said, my wife just ordered canning lids today. I ordered canning lids about a month ago. So yeah, canning lids are important, super important. But yeah, I actually in my cart right now, I actually have a canning set. So I have like the little thing that goes on the jars, so you can put it inside the jars without touching the edge and make sure everything stays clean on the edges and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to get that rolling. But water bath canning, the first step. Don't get an expensive pressure canner first off. Get a water bath canner, or get something that you can water bath can with. Master that. Get confident with that, and then when you get consistent with your canning and you're organized with it, go ahead and take that next step. But baby steps into everything. That's one of my biggest problems. And you can ask Tiffany Cherie. I like to go hard. I like to get the biggest, best, most awesomest everything. And Tiffany Cherie does a really good job of really keeping me down to earth about that, and really helping me not be so crazy about what I'm getting all the time, because I'm really a go-getter and I like to have what I want right then and there. So there's always a compromise with that. Okay, let me see. I'm going to keep it rolling the chat. Whoa! It got crazy in here so fast. Okay. So, yeah. Hey, if you're a moderator, just post people's comments that I miss and stuff like that, because I'm getting behind. I'm already getting behind. Okay, so next, Sarah N. How you doing, Sarah N? Good to have you here tonight. I haven't seen you before, and if you have been here before and I missed you, I apologize, but good to have you. So are you pro or anti-insecticides? I'm glad you asked that question. So I am pro-insecticides, but I am only pro-insecticides on the organic front. If I can use an insecticide or a pesticide and I can spray it in the air and it can hit me in the face and hit me in the arms and hit me on my body and it doesn't do harm to me, I'm all about it. But if I have to wear a hazmat suit to spray something, I don't want to use it. I don't even want to use that on my turf or anything like that, because I'm not really, if I want to cut my grass and I want to actually use that grass like in my composting process, I don't want to get all like weird with that. So I try to use whatever I can in that front to just be clean, just as clean as I can, because there's certain things that are synthetic that doesn't kill all the organics. And there's certain things that are synthetic that even the smallest amount of it being there will completely kill all your organics. So I just try to keep it easy, keep it simple with that. But as far as my insecticides go, I talked about that on my last live just this past Monday. So Sarah N, just watch through that and you'll get some really good insights on how I feel about insecticides. So, all right. So a broke farmer 76 says, I got to grow enough for extra to can. I feel you. Hey, get on it. Cause hey, if you just increase your growing by just 15% compared to what you did this year, I bet you're going to have a lot more food than what you had this year. Just aim for 15% every year. By 3 years, you're 45% more growth. And then after you get to a certain amount, you're just going to start, the amplification is going to get through the roof. So Simple and Ain't Easy, Simplistic Farm says, we use 0 insecticides or synthetic chemicals on our farm. Hey, 100%. When we get our farm, I'm going to be all with that, because I'm going to tell you, you would think that a lot of people are using synthetics and stuff on their farms to make sure that they don't have bug problems and all this other stuff. But I'm going to tell you, 4 out of the last 5 farms that I have stuck a shovel in the ground in, they are vehemently against anything synthetic. And they said that, yes, when they were into synthetics, it had an effect on their animals. It didn't kill their animals, they said, but they definitely said that the vigor, the health, the naturalness of the animals were affected by the synthetics that they use. And I'm at, like, I can tell you one of the synthetics was fipronil. They said that had an effect on. I'm not going to sit here and say that I saw them literally suffering the animals or anything like that. But these farms that I actually do work on, they're against it. And my buddy has 32 acres and he manages all that land and he does not use it. He is not for it. So, hey, just do what you can to try to have a good, solid approach to managing that. Yes, it's all about making sure that you have beneficial insects, making sure that your ecosystem is balanced so that you can actually have your ecosystem work for you in regards to handling all those things. So GG Natural says, I need to get my canning back on track. Hey, I hear you, GG Natural's like, hey, even when you start it, you got to keep consistent with it, because it's like, I don't think if you don't use it, you lose it, but it's like, you definitely want to keep that thing going, because it's canning is where it's at. What's up, Back to Our Roots Homestead? What's up, fam? I'm glad to have you, fam. How you doing down there? I know it's still icy and everything out here where we live, but we're actually through the worst of it. We're actually on the other side of it. We're starting to warm up. Like I said, it's 26 degrees outside the last few days, day and night. Last 3 days, it has not been above 15 degrees outside. So, hey, I will take what I can get at this point. Tomorrow, supposedly, it's supposed to get up to like 32. So we're literally hitting the tip of freezing. And then Friday, we're supposed to be above it. So, hey, I'm waiting for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We got to get out the woods. We got to get out the woods. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, so Broke Farm. Oh, well, yeah, I said what's up to GG. So, okay, so Broke Farmers. Okay, well, GG Natural says, Broke Farmer, I started by using the farmer's market, especially for tomatoes, since they're super cheap there. Hey, yes, if you have to buy your produce, make sure that wherever you're buying it from, wherever you're getting it from, it's clean. Obviously, you want to wash what you get. You want to wash it with the water supply that you do have and everything like that. You can't just trust everything. If they're like, oh, it's organic, we've washed it 3 times. Like, I'm sorry, like I'm still gonna wash it unless it's sealed up or something like that and it's prepackaged. But yeah, just make sure that you are getting a clean quality product wherever you do decide to get something. If you are actually buying stuff from somewhere else, because if you get to a point where you're growing all your produce, hey, more power to you. That's goals right there. Okay. Hey, no problem, Kristen Nettle. No problem. Hey, glad to help. Hey, 504 Greenleaf. No problem. Hey, those eggshells, we know they're full of calcium. Hey, we just got to make it kind of available. So the vinegar actually chemically starts to activate that calcium inside the eggshell. So, hey, it's great. I love it. I love it. I love it. What's up, Muddy Boost Gardner, my brother, my fam? How you doing today, brother? Glad to have you tonight. Glad to have you tonight. What's up, Turf Therapy? Hey, I got to come get me some therapy because, man, these cold days have been whipping me. I got to get back on my YouTube. I call it my YouTube busy tip. I like to get on YouTube, and what I like to do, instead of just sporadically responding to comments and things like that, I'll pick a morning and I'll go on my subscriptions page and I'll take 3 hours and I will sit there and watch videos and I will comment on videos. Because my thing is, when I comment on videos, I like the comments to be genuine. I like to feel like I'm actually able to give input on the comments of the video. So it's kind of something that pulls at me a little bit. I'm one of those people that if I sit there and comment immediately, it'll overwhelm me because I'm trying to give everybody the fullness of what I have to say about the video. So I like to be more like have a natural time to watch those videos. And man, let me make sure I don't get ahead of myself here on the chat. What's up, Erica Taylor? What's up, Erica Taylor? Glad to have you tonight, fam. It's good to see you. Best Yet Journey. How you doing? The best is yet to come. Hey, the song was stuck in my head earlier. How you doing, fam? What's up, Halal Family Homestead? It's good to have you tonight. Hey, I know I'm in chat and I'm trying to catch up in chat. So we'll get back to the lesson when we get back to it. But hey, we got to get everybody coordinated. We got to get everybody welcome. So Sarah N says under 16 inches of snow here in Michigan. Gosh. So I'll say that we probably got a total out here in Texas of about, or the McKinney area, we probably got 6 to 7, maybe 8 inches of snow in certain areas. But that's a lot for us out here in Texas. I don't remember the last time we got that much snow since I've been here, because I've only been in Texas since like 2008. So yeah, I haven't seen this kind of stuff ever. And y'all say 16 inches. So yeah, y'all got us beat on y'all. And how Sarah said that basically is like passive for them. That's awesome. Those Great Lakes whip your tail up there in those states around there. So yeah. Okay, I'm catching up in chat. No, I'm not. I thought I was. No, I'm not. Hey, thank you for all the love. I love y'all too. Okay. So, okay. Oh man. Whoa. Okay, I'm just gonna start linking everything in chat and just going through it. and then we're gonna get back to the lesson because I don't want to get I don't want to get too behind. I don't want to hold y'all up too long. And actually, hey, I'm all for saying what's up and everything, and hey, I'm all for showing the love and sharing the love, but I want to make sure I give y'all something to take home too. All right, so here we go. Okay, so here we go. Tiffany Cherie says, yeah, I reckon long-term planning, thinking about recipes will have a lot to do with getting away from store reliance, even going to other farmers instead. Big, good point right there. Going to other farmers. Hey, rely on each other because, hey, that's all we got is each other. These big grocery stores, these big businesses, they are not really for the whole co-op thing, and they never will. They're trying to make a profit for their business, which is fine. But we have to be able to feed our families first and foremost before we start thinking about, oh, we got to make money here, or oh, we got to save money there. Like, hey, let's try to actually hit each other up when we actually need something. Okay, so all right, keep it going, keep it going. Okay, a lot of hays and hellos. I'm glad. First time here, Blessed too. What's up? How you doing, Blessed too? Glad to have you tonight. I'm so glad to have you tonight. Everybody that comes in, everybody that is everybody that's a long-term visitor, everybody that's just getting here. I'm so thankful, y'all, from the heart. I appreciate it, everybody. Okay, what's up, TNLG, the New Orleans gardener? Hey, that's Auntie right there. Hey, she is the OG of gardening. I'm telling you, go to her channel and check her out. It is amazing. Every time I go to her videos, I learn something. I also just get the greatest vibe when I'm just watching her videos. She's the kind of person that I will watch the videos in person, like I said, in the 3-hour block. But then she's also like, if I literally watch her videos while I'm playing video games, like it's crazy. Like I'll actually be playing video games and I'll actually just be listening. I'll be like, oh yeah, that's okay. That's pretty cool. I love it. But yeah, like hey, it's just I love it. Great videos. So okay. Tiffany Cherie says, so do you only DIY organic pesticides versus non-safe pesticides are purchased from the stores? So, hey, there's pesticides that you can get from the stores and everything like that. And some of them probably are safe to actually apply and everything like that, but they get really expensive. Anything that's marketed as tear-free or like skin safe or animal safe, all that stuff, hey, it's great. That's wonderful. And if it actually works, because most of the time that stuff probably does not work, when it actually works, that's even better. But I'm going to tell you right now, like if you get anything that's labeled or bottled organic from the store, it's going to have a markup. And it's either going to have a markup and be really expensive if it's worth its weight, or it's going to be extremely diluted, giving you the impression that it's not actually expensive when it actually is, because you're paying for mostly water. So yeah, try to DIY everything. And like I said, this book right here, why am I so prepared? This book right here, when you go on the insecticides, pesticides, fungicides, all that stuff, when you're in that section of this book right here, Jadam Organic Farming, the way to ultra low cost agriculture, it actually dives into every DIY thing you could ever need for pesticides, and what herbs actually kill certain bugs, and what herbs can actually have a toxifying effect for certain bugs. Because a lot of these herbs that we eat, they're so good for our body and they have antioxidants, but they're bad for bugs. So we have to learn about this stuff so we can apply it to our gardens and not have to lean on people so much. So yeah, I know that's right. But yeah, I'm going to get down the chat and then we're going to get back to the lesson. Okay. So Stinky Puddle Ranch says we are back and the neighbor's 3 snow cows are back where they should be. Snow cows. Yes. Hey, yes. Glad y'all are safe. 100%. Hey, it's all good. Hey, we all got our own style. It's all good. Okay. I hope you see the spray painting soon, LOJK. Okay. Okay, I'm getting down. Okay, Tiffany Cherie says, I mean, when you think about it, animals are even affected by synthetic fragrances from candles and air sprays too. Hey, 100%. You see, when you spray your air fresheners in the house, your dogs, they just get to blowing out their nose and all kinds of stuff. They don't like that. That stuff is not natural for their airways. So yeah, think about that. Just the initial face reaction of the animals shows you, hey, this stuff made in the lab maybe ain't the best choice. Hey, I appreciate that, Best Yet. I appreciate that. So let me do something real fast here. get this. There we go. Hey, I had to do it. So Best Yet Journey, you're now moderator. Hey, you're always showing love. You're always trying to promote the videos and promote the channel. I appreciate it. And hey, I'm showing love back. You're a moderator now. And hey, police them. No, I'm just okay. So vacuum sealing is very good for veggies also. And it's cheap to buy. Hey, I have a vac sealer and we do vac seal certain things, and I'm going to vac seal more until we actually do get more into canning. So, and even when we do get into canning, I'm still going to vac seal and freeze dry things and everything like that. So great point, fam. I appreciate that. Back to our roots homestead. Okay, let me open this door because it says my Wi-Fi is somewhat affected. All right. So yeah, as soon as I opened the door, it said my Wi-Fi got better. Okay, so all right, we're keeping it rolling. Oh, nice. A lot of hellos, so I can make it down. I can make it down. What's up, Eco neighbor, my brother, my cousin, my fam? How you doing? How you doing? I always get hyped when I see Eco. Eco neighbor is my brother. I love him. So, okay, let me see here. Okay, Angels Love Garden. Hey, Q and everyone catching the live for the first time. How you doing? Showing love back. It's great to have you tonight. Hey, show up whenever you can. I'm going to have something for you. So we're almost to the bottom. Hey, we're almost to the bottom. We're almost to the bottom, I think. Yeah, we're almost to the bottom. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, hey, if you think it's great right now and I'm just saying, I'm just addressing y'all, hey, it's all love. It's all love. I want to keep this lesson going because I want to make sure y'all have it. Okay, so GG Naturals, you had to call me out. You had to call me out on the short sleeves with the snow blowing. Hey, I'm crazy, right? I'm built different, right? Hey, even though I can take it, doesn't mean that I should take it. So yeah, next time y'all see me doing something crazy like that, I'll wear the coveralls because I got coveralls. I was wearing them today when we were out and driving in the snow and all that stuff. So I got coveralls, and thank y'all. I saw the comments. I haven't responded to them all yet, but I saw the comments. Y'all, hey, good looking out. I don't even need grandma to tell me, hey, put a jacket on. I got all y'all to just get me on point. So there you go. Hey, I'm glad you're just chilling. Hey, I'm glad you're chilling with us tonight. Shorts and snow blowing. Yes. Hey, hey. Simplistic form. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Sarah ends in Michigan too. All right. Hey, 100%. It's way too cold. It's way too cold for Texas, y'all. Hey, we're in Texas, y'all. We're in Texas. I don't know why it's this cold, man. We tap out. We want our warm back. We want our sun back. We'll take our 105-degree days. We want it back. We want it. Hey, no problem. Hey, I just give props where it's due. I give props where it's due. What's up, Hidden Harvest Grow Lights? How you doing? I love the new. I love the new picture, by the way. I love the new picture, by the way. I love it. I love those LED diodes. Even before I really knew how they worked and what they were, I just the look of the LEDs, the clean look of them, it's alluring, and it's such good quality light. So when you hit up Hidden Harvest Grow Lights, he has some of the best grow lights, and I'm actually supposed to buy some from him soon. I'm gonna wait till all this frost stuff goes away and all that, but I'm gonna definitely be hitting him up for some grow lights. So hey, merch is in the works. I'm actually in the process of getting that all sorted out, but merch is a thing that I want to get sorted out here soon. But yeah, with all this winter stuff, I'm just waiting for it to kind of pass through. And then as soon as this stuff passes through, I'm going to be hitting it hard with the irrigation, because I'm going to tell y'all, like, there's so many people who are going to have broke pipes with their irrigation system, with their plumbing system. If you have St. Augustine grass out here in Texas, if it's not some kind of new hybrid variety, your yard is done. Your whole yard is done. I'm telling you, because St. Augustine is a subtropical grass and it's not made for this kind of cold. Your Bermuda is going to survive your nuclear fallout, whatever. Your Bermuda is going to be fine, but your St. Augustine is Dunskies. It's Dunskies. Hey, Jam is the truth, right? It is the truth. What's up, Seed Addicts? Glad to have you tonight. Yeah. Glad to have you, Seed Addicts. Okay. What kind of vac sealer do you have, Farmer Q? Oh, so we have a Seal Saver. It's like the standard one you can get at Walmart, but it's the Food Saver. Yeah, the Food Saver brand. That's the one we have. It was like $80 at Walmart. You could probably get it on Amazon for cheaper nowadays, but just the standard, well, not the big, huge one. Ours is probably about this big. And if you put the plastic in it and you close it and you make sure the lines are all straight and you seal it out and everything, you're good, man. Like those vac sealers come in clutch, so they are great. We actually bought all of our meat for the rest of the spring, like the winter, spring, and early summer season in bulk. We got a huge box of it, and it all came vac sealed, and we took it all and we put it inside our individual bags, and then we have it all clean cut, organized inside the deep freezer now. So vac sealing stuff is the way to go as far as organization and as far as saving things. Best Jet says she's not a good police. She just encourages and promotes. I was kidding. I appreciate the encouragement and the promotion. Hey, I appreciate the love. Hey, I feel it. I agree with you, Eco Neighbor. There's some beautiful people in the chat. I appreciate everybody's perspective, and I appreciate everybody being here once again. What's up, Fat Rob? Hey, I saw you subbed earlier. I appreciate that. Yeah, but yeah, I appreciate you being here. When all this stuff dies down, we're gonna have to kick it again. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming tonight, my brother. But yeah, he said, but the dogs need the dogs need to be in the videos. Pay the pupper tax. Hey, let me see if I call Rusty. Hey, Rusty Rose, somebody come here. Pink, somebody. They might come, but if they don't, they don't. They're probably just hanging out, sleeping there. Seed Addict said I was thinking the same thing, but about them short sleeves. Take some echinacea cute. Okay, I'm not wearing short sleeves when it's cold no more, y'all. I get the message, and it is duly noted, and it is taken with love. And I have no I don't know what to call it, but hey, it's all love. Hey, we got some doggos in here. We got some doggos. This is Rose in the back right here. She's visiting. She's here for right now because her parents are actually moving to a new house. And then we got Rusty back here. He's like, "What's up, y'all?" Rusty's like, "What's up, y'all?" Hey, buddy. It's good to have you tonight. You trying to say hey? What's up, my buddy? This is my big old boy Rusty right here. He's 95 pounds of just pure love. And he loves to get into everything that I've touched. If I touch it, he wants to put it in his mouth. He wants to chew it. He wants to lick it. He wants to love on it. So that's my love bug. We have our moments, but he's my love bug. So yeah. But yeah, Hidden Harvest Girl Light said that pepper's great for spider mites. But yeah, I'm just keeping it rolling. Okay. I rolled to the bottom. I'm going to keep the lesson going. I know I probably missed some stuff, but hey, I'm sorry. I'm going to get back to it if I can. But if y'all keep commenting, just repeat what y'all said if I missed it, and I'll get to it later in the stream. But I wanted to get back into the lesson here. But yeah, touching back on what we last touched on, use what's cheap and readily available to your farm, to your backyard, to your homestead, whatever you're at, wherever you're at. Use whatever is cheap and available. What's up, Growing with Donnie? I know I didn't say hey to you earlier. I don't want to miss anybody. Hey, Andale Homestead in the Colony. So glad to have you tonight. Hey, I appreciate you coming. But yeah, so all right. So let's talk about what modern day farming teaches us from a grandiose scale. What modern day farming, if you go and pick up a typical agriculture book from your big box store, is going to teach you. So modern day farming, it sends us into the direction of planned obsolescence. It literally sends us in the direction of planning for your stuff to break so you can buy it again. That is not where we want to be at, y'all. Like, I know I don't want to be there. I want to have something that's going to last. I want to have something I can give to my kids, right? Like, I want to give something that I use to my kids. Is that too much to ask? I don't want them to have to buy something completely different, something completely new. Maybe they have to because I broke it. I went too hard with it. But if that's the case, I might fix it and then they can use that. But it's not always about having something new and something fancy and something technologically sound and all this other stuff, because the more technology you have, the more stuff that you have to fix when it breaks. I'm just being real about it. If you're tech savvy, hey, that's awesome. Get it and take care of it. But you still have to maintain and consistently maintain everything that you have. So don't just go and start buying all this stuff, y'all. Like, we just end up going back to the marketplace to replace it because it's not functional anymore. So about that though, yeah. How do y'all feel about that though? Because I'm somebody, like I told y'all earlier in the live stream today, I'm like, hey, I like to buy stuff. I like, when I'm passionate about something, I like to buy stuff. So I have to put that energy in the right spot, because I can end up being one of those people that looks for all the stuff that's fancy and new and all that stuff, even though I know better. It's just something about, when you like something or when you love something, you just want to like cultivate it. And since we live in a capitalist society, since we don't barter things, which we should do more of, bartering and trading, since we don't barter things, we are like, oh, money, putting money towards it. Money. Hey, and when that happens, you got to realize that money sustains everything that we do in our kind of life. And it stinks to say that, but you got to be careful with exactly what you put your money into, because some lessons cost way more than they should. You don't want to be paying $500 for a lesson when you can pay $5 for it, or you can do it for free. You can go on Google and learn it, or you can come in the chat and chill out with us, hang out with us and learn something and maybe avoid it. So yeah. Hey, yes, that is what I'm discussing right now. General farming practices. I'm discussing it from a philosophical standpoint. So I'm not really giving you exact product plugs on this one right now. That'll be more on a different kind of a live stream, but I wanted to go into why you may want to farm and everything like that. So, hey, Simple Ain't Easy said we primarily use hand tools. Hey, so y'all saw that video where I was blowing the stuff with a snowblower? Well, today I didn't use a snowblower, and we had like another 2.5, 3 inches of snow on the ground. So we had a complete new coat of snow in the driveway. You know what I did? I was like, I can use the blower again, but I want to see how it feels to shovel off the driveway. So I literally shoveled off the whole driveway just to feel it, just for my muscles to ache a little bit, just for my bones to feel the activity a little bit, because you don't want to forget where you come from. When you start getting all this automated and mechanized tools and all this other stuff, you quickly, your back, it forgets how work feels. And then when you don't got all that stuff, the second you pick up a shovel and start doing some work, oh, I tweaked my hip. Oh, I tweaked my back. Oh, I did this. So you got to keep that engine firing. And like I said on the other live stream, you got to stretch it out in the mornings. When you wake up, actually, I didn't say that in the live stream, so I'll say that right now. When you wake up in the morning, you should be spending 15 to 30 minutes stretching, because hey, with the food that we're eating nowadays that come from the grocery stores and stuff like that, our bodies have more inflammation in it. So our joints passively carry more inflammation. So you need to stretch and drink a lot of water so that your body can flush out that inflammation inside your joints, inside your muscles, inside your bones. Not to get too much into the health stuff and everything like that, but it all ties together. The farming practices, the being able to connect with your farm emotionally, being able to actually use that emotion to drive that motivation forward so that you can then sustain yourself with something that is worth it. Because that's what it's all about, sustaining that quality of life and being able to keep increasing as you move forward in life and building on that base as you move forward in life. So see it as it says, right? Something that lasts like VHS and cassette tapes. My Barney tapes from when I was a kid literally still work to this day. The VHS player that I used as a kid, even though I have no clue where it is, if it's not crushed into pieces, it still works. That stuff was made to last, right? So Tiffany Sheree says, maintenance and fixing things is super important for the environment. In her opinion, I'd rather sew and patch up some pants until I truly can't wear them. I love looking on marketplace and garage sales. Hey, let me tell you something about Tiffany Sheree and how she likes to get on these like marketplaces and likes to go to your Rosses and go to your TJ Maxx's and do all that other stuff. Hey, I see all y'all ladies out there shopping that you're getting your hauls and stuff like that. And I just snicker and smile to myself because I can just see Tiffany in it too, because it's like she likes to go out and get these deals and make sure that she's getting new knickknacks for the house so he can use more effectively in the mornings and stuff. And when I'm cooking breakfast in the morning, when I'm up at 3:30 and I'm using this tool and everything's going so easily and fluid, I'm like, thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Oh yeah. Hidden Harvest Grow Light says the Cobra head for gardeners is the best tool ever. Hey, I'm going to actually write that down. All right, the Cobra head. Okay. Got it. I'm going to look into one of those and more than likely get one of those. If Hidden Harvest Grow Light says it's the best tool ever, I want to see what that tool's about. So check that out, the Cobra Head. And I think I remember he's talking about, it's like this little piece with like it's like it has like a ridge on the back of it and has like 2 prongs on it. I think that's what he's talking about. And if he says it in chat, I'll link that. But yeah. Okay. He says, Hidden Harvest Grow Light says, I love manual labor over power tools. I can split a cord in an hour with an axe and love the work. And I bet you have some seriously large forearms. Like, because that's the thing about us workers, like our forearms my forearms are literally bigger than my biceps because just swinging stuff and pulling stuff and pushing stuff, and the grip, the more you grip stuff, the more that your forearms are just going to get crazy. I've actually injured my hands because I've squeezed stuff too hard. So yes, you can get so strong that you can hurt yourself. Not gloating. Let me go ahead and letting some of the air out. Nah, I'm kidding. Hey, thank you, Andale. Good for you, Lionecrest. You're starting young. Good job. Hey, that's what I want to lead my generation, y'all. Like I'm for real. When I say that I want to lead my generation into farming practices and proper farming practices and really just showing them how this can be entertaining. You know, this is really entertaining. It's not just like some science project. This is legit. This stuff is fun that we do. We get together all the time. We talk about this stuff. We put it into practice. We show it off to each other. We hold each other accountable. We show love to each other. We have a community. We build off that community. We network with that community. Hey, y'all already know what's up. This is dope. This is awesome. I love it. So, hey, thank you, Simple Ain't Easy. So this chat, I'm so bad at it. I'll scroll down with my mouse and it will drop all the way down to the bottom. And I'm like, oh, it just deflates me. I'm just like, no. I'm like, no. Okay, so Bless 2 said, I had the purple, I had the purple Barney. Okay, so are you talking about the white tapes with the purple writing on it? That's the ones I had. I'm in my 20s too. So yes, you get it. We're probably from the same era or whatever. So that's awesome. That's hilarious. Hey, heart back. So let me see. All right. Hey, like they said, hit Hidden Harvest up. They have some. Hey, go to their channel. Go to Hidden Harvest Grow Light's channel and look at their community tab. Hidden Harvest Grow Light's always on his community tab posts just snippets of everything that's going on in his garden, in his indoor garden. And let me tell you, he has so much going on in his indoor garden. If he couldn't grow outside, he probably would be just fine. Like, this guy is amazing. I've seen him grow sunflowers. I've seen him grow peppers. I've seen him grow tomatoes. I've seen him grow kohlrabi inside of his grow tents. Like, this is so kohlrabi. I think he said he grew like a 3-pound kohlrabi or a 5-pound kohlrabi inside of his grow tent. Like, I didn't even think that was possible, y'all. So, hey, check it out. Now, if we're talking about sales and clearance, I'm all for it. Hey, right? Hey, I don't like shopping unless it's what I want to shop for. But I get it. I get the yearning for it, because when I'm in Callaway's, or when I'm in Home Depot, when I'm in Lowe's, when I'm in some of these bigger box stores that are actually like kind of set up to empty men's wallets. And some women in the garden. Okay, so I have this theory that they market Home Depot for men and they market Lowe's for women. If one of y'all can confirm that, or some of y'all can confirm that, that's just a theory of mine. But like, it's just, I don't know. I just get that vibe. Hey. Oh yeah, clearance is my best friend. Yes. Tiffany says, I love finding stuff at thrift stores, but I'm super picky. Everything needs a house or a purpose, even if that purpose is to look pretty. 100%. So Tiffany is a big decorator. I was never a big, so everything in this room, everything that y'all see around you, is Tiffany. Unless there's something that's laying on the floor, like those buckets in the back, that's me. Like anything that you see in the house that really doesn't have it has a reason, but it doesn't have a rhyme. You know how they say rhyme or reason? Anything in the house that doesn't have a rhyme, that's me. Everything that looks kind of like, oh, that's nice. Oh, I love how that looks. I love how my eyes take that in. That's Tiffany. Oh, okay. So Hidden Harvest Girl Light says 7-pound kohlrabi indoors. Gosh, that's crazy, y'all. Like, that is crazy. House painter for 40 years. Nice for got some huge forearms. Yeah, I just got my old man strength. Hey, broke farmer. Hey, you gotta have it, right? When you start working on the farm, when you start working outside all the time, you got to get that old man strength. And then when you get that old man strength, it's like it's like you got to take more naps or something like that too, right? He meant big. I knew he meant big. I knew he meant big. Okay, simple and easy. So we're splitting wood here too at Hidden Harvest Grow Lights. Hey, everybody's splitting wood that can split wood right now. Hey, I'll keep y'all young because I'll tell y'all what, if I'm 55 years old, I'm still gonna be bouncing off a wall. So hey, that's just me. I got an old soul but a young spirit. Let me say that. I got a bunch of energy, but I take a bunch of naps and I read a lot. I read a whole lot. But hey, I love it. I love how my life has kind of started to develop into what it has over the past few years. You know, me and Tiffany have really started to build something that's nice, and we're starting to build a legacy here because that's what it's all about. It's all about leaving a legacy. Like, what's gonna when you leave this earth, what are you leaving behind, right? One of the things I like to really go by is, you know, at my funeral, if I'm looking down at my body, like, I really would love to see a whole bunch of people there, right? Obviously, I'm not out here to please everybody or anything like that, but I want to touch so many people's lives that, you know, that when I leave this world, you know, it's a celebration, right? Like, I want that to be the case, right? I mean, I don't want it to be. Obviously, people are going to be sad to see me go because, you know, it's going to be what it is. You know, we're sad when we see our loved ones go and everything. But hey, I just want to leave a great legacy. I just want to leave a great legacy. Okay. Simple. I love it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Hey, so I'm at the bottom of the chat. I just got to say the last things that have popped up in the chat, and then I can continue on. Eco Neighbor says, I want to grow ginseng. I want to grow it. I want to grow that too. I haven't thought about it much recently, but I've thought about it on occasion, and ginseng is awesome. And Hidden Harvest Grow Light says they want to grow saffron, which is a type of flower, right? Saffron flower. Yeah. Yes. When you grow that, Hidden Harvest, I'll be looking out for it because I want to see that. Hey, it might be deep, but I'm a pretty deep person. I'm deep, but, you know, I try to bring that depth to the surface. It's like I try to bring the bottom of the depth all the way to the surface and keep it moving. So Angels Loves Garden says, so I do shop at Lowe's and not Home Depot. Hey, I told y'all Lowe's is marketing to women, and I'm not even kidding. I see more women working at Lowe's than I do see working at Home Depot. I don't know. Like, I think it's all set up because they kind of pay attention to what we do, and they just kind of just subtly just put those little intricacies in there, right? Absolutely, Angel. So Stinky Puddle Rant says, I'm looking at 60 sprouted bulbs of saffron as we speak. 60? Wow. Gosh, I had to bring them in from the greenhouse. Negative 19? Whoa. Gosh. That's serious. So we got to -4 on our coldest out here in McKinney. So negative 19 though? Whoa. What's up, Conrad Homestead? I'm so glad to see you. So glad to see you, my brother. So glad to see you, my sister. Hey, I'm glad to see y'all. Hey, I just had a brain fart. But like I said, I'm glad to see y'all tonight. Hey, wow. Like, yeah, I'm jealous too. I'm jealous too, Hidden Harvest. Yes, I just told my family that it's all about legacy for me. Hey, that's what it's all about, right? We want to leave something great behind. Q, young old soul. Hey, I love it. I love it. What's up, Hat Creek Homestead? It's my first time seeing you here. If I missed you last time, I apologize, but hey, I'm so happy to have you. Please make yourself at home. Kick your feet up. Put your hands by the campfire. Roast you some s'mores. Hey, have you a hot dog if you want to, right? Oh, man. I'm too much. Okay, so Hidden Harvest Grow Light says, I'm going back to the earth in an earth bag. No grave, no headstone, back to the soil. Hey, I'm with you. It might not be exactly the same, but I want to actually be buried in an earth bag. I don't want to be cremated and my ashes fly somewhere in the Atlantic or something like that. I'd really like to be the base of a tree start. Like maybe be, the foundation to a tree that grows into a massive tree one day or something. I don't know, but I think that's awesome. So Giannis GF Cooking says, in Greece, I cultivate all the vegetables. Here in London, I grew some vegetables like tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers in the kitchen. Looks like a greenhouse in this kitchen. That's what it should that's what it should look like in everybody's kitchen, y'all. Like it should look like harvested greenhouse in your kitchen. Because hey, like you want to know where your food's coming from. And let me tell you, when I harvested those golden beets, I've already cooked the greens, y'all. And I've been eating the greens over the last few days. And man, my energy, my wherewithal, like my awareness, I'm present. I'm very much more present. I can tell it's something about those greens. I really do think that when you grow those greens in a clean environment, the phytonutrients, I guess that's what the nutrients that the plant sequesters through the light process. Very good for antioxidant capabilities in your body, very good for healing capabilities in your body. So greens, if you have the right nutrient balance and a really good healthy nutrient balance, they clean your body on so many different levels. They clean the walls of your intestines. They clean out, they just clean out the toxins in your blood. They clean out your kidneys to a degree if you eat enough of them. Gosh, greens are just amazing. Yeah, any relation to that? They said they never heard of it. Okay, so Conrad Homestead says ginger is pretty easy. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta get hydrated. Okay. All right. Saffron is costly. So growing your own bulbs, hey, you might barter with your neighbors. Hey, I got some saffron, or you might sell to your neighbors. You might keep some for yourself just for the aesthetics of it. Do whatever you want. That's the freedom of growing your own, y'all. You do what you want with it. You can sell it, you can keep it, you can preserve it, you can do whatever you want with it because you deserve it, y'all. When you grow it, you earned it and you deserve it. Your family is going to love it, especially if you get consistent with it because they're going to get spoiled on it. And that's the thing that you want. You want your family to get spoiled off of the stuff that you grow because that will take them away from those stores and take them away from having too much inflammation in their body, y'all. We don't want inflammation. We don't want it. Okay, so Growing with Donnie says strictly medicinal herbs has saffron bulbs. I just saw them yesterday. Hey, check out strictly medicinal herbs because, hey, if you want to find some saffron bulbs, Growing with Donnie, that she actually she saw them there, and she's probably planning on buying them there too. So check them out. Hidden Harvest Grow Light says, Gigi, I figure if I can grow 6,000 or 7,000, I can sell an ounce of it. Gosh, that's how much you get from that much. Goodness. Hey, Broke Farmer 76, my cousin, my brother, you have a good night, fam. Sleep well, rest those bones, and get back at it tomorrow, y'all. Not y'all, but get back at it tomorrow, my brother. So, keeping it going. Stinky Puddle Rant says Homestead, Gigi Natural Homestead, it sure is. That is what made me want to grow my own, and that it makes very beneficial tea. I'm gonna grow some saffron. So y'all didn't just motivated me to grow some saffron now. Oh man, I'm about to Tiffany's gonna have a field day with me. I'm about to have plants everywhere. Erica Taylor says sale. Tiffany just texted me and said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so behind." Hey y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have to jump to the bottom and keep on with the lesson in a minute, y'all. Yes, 60 LOL. Good night. Okay, yeah. So we're located in the McKinney, Texas area. That's where we're located. So yes, that like if you're wondering what the weather is with us, if you're wondering what snow we're dealing with, what heat we're dealing with, that's where we're at. Hey, 100% GG Naturals, right? Shoot, take all the money you want, take all the evil you want in your heart out the world with you, but hey, the only thing you're gonna leave behind is a legacy. That's the only thing, because when you leave, best believe if you didn't build up the right people around you, people just gonna fight over the scraps of what the monetary things that you have left anyway. So build a group of people around you that you are happy and secure with whatever you leave to them, right? Because you don't want people fighting over the stuff that you leave behind to them, right? You want to leave a good legacy, and you don't want to leave behind no scraps or nothing like that. I appreciate that. Simple ain't easy. Hey, I like to laugh, so hey, y'all can get a lot of it. Saffron and ginseng are gold money crops. Y'all gonna make me start a saffron trade business or something. And hey, I'm not gonna really do that, but hey, it's tempting, y'all. Y'all got me thinking on these prices and stuff. Hey, laugh with me, laugh at me, laugh with me, whatever you want to do, because I'm sure there'll be times where I'm just loopy and jokey and all that stuff. But hey, if you're not laughing at me, I'm gonna be saying something funny. So you're gonna get to laugh either way. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Giannis GF Cooking says, I agree. They're all organic. Hey, that's me. That's us over here too. We try to go all organic with everything we can. Hey, okay, so yeah, exactly. So what's up, Tucker Family Homestead? What's up? That's my home state too, yo. So I was born in Greenville, Mississippi. My stomping ground is Greenville. I went over to Leland, which is about 8 miles away from Greenville. Small town. Creek called Deer Creek runs through it. It's mosquito ground zero. I really believe that the mosquito was cultivated in the city of Leland, Mississippi. I believe that what we know as the mosquito bug literally spawned from nothing in the state of Mississippi. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. I just have a problem. Whenever I go back home to Mississippi, if you are outside at nighttime and you swing your arm, you literally hit with this one swing like 500 mosquitoes. So Mosquitoville out there. Fact, cold weather greens have more heavy metals. Oh, okay. Okay, Hidden Harvest Grow Lights. I didn't know that. So y'all, like in regards to that, make sure that whatever your soil that you're growing with, you look at you either have the chance to look at a soil test and see the heavy metals that have been, if it passes a heavy metals test, and also you kind of want to, I don't want to say go veganic, but you really just want to, if you can avoid animal products that you don't know where they came from, avoid them, because a lot of your manures, a lot of your compost that you don't know where they come from are going to have heavy metals in them that are higher than most other stuff. Because if anything's being sold in mass, you're going to have sequestration of something in an unbalanced value. And what I mean by that, you're going to have a buildup of a particular thing because they're pushing whatever it is to produce constantly. And if it's like cow poop or something, you're going to have a consistent flow of whatever they're using an overabundance of on the farm. Because you got to realize if you're collecting manure from a farm, that farm has to be balanced. Otherwise, you're going to create the farm's imbalance on your property. Peep that. You can have a farm that is imbalanced. Take the compost from that farm, and if that or the manure from that farm, and if that manure is not balanced in the nutrient profile, you can create a deficiency imbalance in your own yard or in your own farm. So just know the processes, do a little research, get to know the people you're getting the stuff from. That's why a lot of these big box stores, you don't get to know the people this stuff comes from, because if you got to know them, you would never buy nothing from them. I'm telling you right now, if you got to know a lot of these people in the big industry, because when I was in college, I took greenhouse. It was greenhouse management and landscape management. I took both those courses, and in greenhouse management, some of the cool things we got to do, we got to go out to Paris, Texas, and we got to go to the Campbell Soup plant. We got to go to a winery in Paris, Texas, and we got to go to I'm not going to name the place that we went to, but we got to go to a big nursery that is well known. And those people, they just have it's like, I'm not going to say they have no soul, but I caught a vibe. I caught a real vibe. And the way that they were talking about how they pump out stuff and how they are just like, they never mentioned their care about the health of the plant. They just were like, they were just running with it. And I was like, nah, I don't really like that. So yeah, I went off with a tangent, right? Okay, so tonight we kind of getting off on a tangent, but that's okay. We having fun tonight, right? And we learning something too. Whoa, saffron 10K a pound? What? 10 grand? So you got to grow 6,000 to 7,000 to produce an ounce of saffron. So does that mean that you have to grow 90,000 saffron to produce a pound? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Okay. So, okay. I used to binge watch the show of people harvesting wild ginseng. That was crazy. I gotta start catching up with some of that stuff because I don't watch a lot of TV, but some stuff on there is really good. Okay. Conrad Homestead says, how long do you plan to run? How long? Okay. So can you elaborate a little bit, Conrad Homestead? How long do you plan to run? It might have been something I was talking about before. Do you mean literally running outside? I'm sorry, I have my moments. No, but just elaborate a little bit. I'd be glad to elaborate on what you're asking about. So Seed Addict says, this is why I bought as many green seeds as I could. I've never heard of a lot of seeds that I have, but the nutritional value that I can put into my family is well worth it. 100% Seed Addicts, 100%. Like, that's what I'm all about, you know, the health end of it all. Growing with Donnie says, I was looking at other plants and seeds and happened upon the saffron. I'm thinking about getting some for sure. Get it and grow it because I want to learn from y'all so I can grow it too and post it. Post videos about it. Okay, so Leland, Mississippi is home to Kermit the Frog. So if you go to Leland, Mississippi, there's an exhibit out there that's called the Jim Henson exhibit, and it has everything Kermit. It has like all that stuff on it. So yeah, go look it up online. You might be able to find it, and they might have like a website or something like that. What's up, Love Notes? Glad to have you, fam. I'm glad to have you, my fam. Good to see you tonight. Thank you. Oh, okay. So you're talking about the mosquitoes, right, GG Naturals? So y'all got mosquitoes pretty bad out there too, huh? Yeah, I can only imagine. Yeah, like, are y'all? I remember, I think that they said they were keeping warm earlier, but I'm gonna ask again. Are y'all keeping warm? Because it's cold. It's cold out there. Hey, Stinky Pelter Ranch says, know the source. Know thy source. Yes. Thank you. Okay, so Aerial Productions, Charlotte, glad to have you. I don't know if I've seen you, but it's great to have you tonight. I'm just getting through this and I'm just talking. We're hanging out. We're having a good time while we learn a little something. But hey, rabbit poop for the win, right? Rabbit poop is great stuff because rabbits, I don't know if y'all know, but rabbits, they when they eat food, they barely take any nutrition from the food. That's why rabbits eat so much. They literally just poop. They poop out what they eat almost directly. I'd say that like 90% of what they poop out is what they take only about 10 to 15% of what they eat. That's why rabbit, if you didn't know, you cannot survive off of just rabbit. You have to have some kind of animal fat. Like if you're in a survival situation and you're in the woods somewhere and you're just having a field day killing rabbits and you're just having a field day harvesting rabbits, if you don't harvest another type of animal that you can actually like render the fat of and actually use that fat as an energy source, you'll actually end up, I forgot what it's called, but it's like it might be like a kidney issue to where your protein inside your body starts to toxify because it's too lean and you don't have enough fat with it. So yes, rabbits, needless to say, rabbits poop out a lot of what they eat. So use their poop in your compost and use it in your gardens because usually the nutrients are pretty readily available too. Rabbit poop doesn't usually burn your garden. So it's one of those composts you can apply without worrying about burning your garden to pieces. Hey, Conrad Homestead, 100%. 100%. Yeah, poisons are rampant in a lot of these manures and a lot of these composts that are sold in these big box stores. They use a lot of antibiotics and they use a lot of stuff inside of their feed and everything that you don't know. So your garden might be struggling and it might be a residual effect from the compost you're using. And you're not going to fix that. You're not going to fix that. You're going to have to get rid of that stuff. I'm serious. It's terrible. I've been through it before and it's not something that you want to go through. Love Note says that most of the farms are using mineral bins to feed all the animals. Animals ate so much in just 2 days, the entire row of bins were gone. gosh. Hey, props. Anyone who's using mineral bins, I think that's awesome, because you're gonna make the animals be able to have a balanced pass through, and it's gonna be really good for your farm, really good for your soil, really good for building your soil, and really good for building the organic matter in your soil, because you want to get that organic matter buildup to happen over the course of years. And when you get to a certain point, you're good. Obviously, you want to keep adding back to the soil, but when you get to a certain point, it gets crazy how much your soil can do for you. Okay, I'm glad y'all are keeping warm. Really, really glad that y'all are keeping warm. That's awesome. Tiffany wasn't lying. I'm so behind. One second, y'all. I'm just sending the text back. But yeah. Okay. Hat Creek Home said, have you had any blackouts yet? No, we haven't had a single blackout, but I'll tell you, like, probably about 90% of our neighborhood may still be without power right now. We're blessed. I'll just say that, we're really lucky. We're really blessed to be able to still sustain power. We haven't lost power for 1 second throughout this whole thing. Our water has not stopped flowing through this whole thing because me and Tiffany have been really diligent about keeping the faucets flowing. Our water heater's still intact. We don't have any pipe damage that we know of right now. As it warms up, we'll kind of keep up with that. But yeah. So blessed too. I'm glad you brought it up, because I didn't want to bring it up specifically myself, but I will talk about it in my experience in regards to black cow. Black cow. Back in 2018, I used black cow and had very much success with it. I had great success with it, and I used it one other time, and it just kind of was so. But I will say that I've never had any bad problems with black cow. Like, so I would contact black cow and see where it's sourced from and stuff like that, because I don't buy it enough to really know a whole lot about it. But it's just so much of it. I'm like, how do you have so much black cow compost? I see literally everybody on YouTube buying black cow compost, and that makes me question the quality of it. It really does make me question the quality of it. So I would challenge y'all to do the same. Try to do some research about black cow. Try to figure out more about it, because I'm not going to say it's a bad product, because I've had success with it. But it makes me wary seeing so much of it being produced. So I'd like to learn some of the basis of where it comes from and how it's produced, where it comes from, and what the farm looks like, things like that. That's why I'm really wary about buying some of that bag stuff. But I try to make as much as I can on site. Giannis says, when the manure comes from a farm which gives antibiotics, this affects the vegetables or organic. So it can. So it won't directly affect the vegetables themselves, but it'll affect the microbials which are responsible for feeding the vegetables. This is important to realize, because you have to realize so antibiotics, it says antibiotic. So it is anti-life from a biological level. So yes, your plants are being fed from the microbiology within the soil, and they have a direct correlation and connection with that microbiology within the soil. So if you're using manure that has antibiotics in it, check this out. The manure is going to potentially go stagnant. It may never compost. Like, the last thing that you want in your garden is some manure that won't compost, because it has antibiotic capabilities to it or qualities to it that will really make your garden come to a standstill. Like, it can get bad. So that's why I implore you all to really research what you're buying. It's important. It's important. Hey, blessed to have you. Blessed to have you, Love Notes. I appreciate it. It went up in the high 50s today. Little weather reprieve. Hey, I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for you. Okay. So let me go ahead and go. Okay. Okay, y'all. I appreciate the love, y'all. Okay, I'm going to answer 3 more questions, and then I'm going to go to the bottom of the chat, and then I'm going to keep it going, because I don't want to keep y'all for 3 hours tonight. I don't want to keep y'all for long. I know that y'all are showing love, but I don't want y'all to get tired, and then I don't get to say the rest of what I got to say. So, okay. Grown with Donnie says, have you ever tried using bat guano? Yes. So I have a product right now that is basically bat guano. And actually, let me show y'all something. I'll be right back. Let me grab something. So check this out. So this is a mixture of seabird and bat guano. But yes, this stuff is like gold. It's liquid. I actually have some powdered bat guano as well. But this buried treasure right here, using it at about 25 milliliters per gallon, this stuff will have your plants doing some gymnastics. It's amazing stuff, y'all. And I actually don't know if they actually produce that particular brand anymore, but if you can find a liquid bat guano, and just use it at the right ratio, and it's going to typically have some really good results. But I will say that the harvesting process for guanos is questionable. So if you can avoid using guanos, if it's something that you have like in mass at the store and it's available to you, go for it. Go for it. But I mean, guano harvesting is not sustainable really from a long-term standpoint. So just keep that in mind. It might not be there for you tomorrow. So just keep that in mind. Yes, they use a lot of antibiotics. So yeah, be looking out for that. Question mass production products all the time, all the time. Hey, Best Yet Journey hit it on the head. I appreciate everybody being here tonight. Tiffany Cherie says, so many of our friends and family have been without power for days. We're super lucky. Yes, we are super lucky because yes, a lot of our friends and family literally still do not have power right now. Like literally. And yes, y'all, like if your water has been not flowing and stuff like that, and your city hasn't been using it and they put out a boil notice. Our city actually put out a boil notice. They said any water that you do use, boil it, but still do not drink it. That's what they said. Do not drink it after you boil it. I was like, wow. So, okay. So we literally have been just finding whatever water we can. That's why I'm drinking a bottle of water. You'll never see me drinking a bottle of water. I'm telling you, y'all will never see me drinking a bottle of water because I'm not against it. I'll drink a bottle of water, but like, I don't stand for it really. I got glass mason jars and I have a water filter, but I can't use a water filter right now. I can't. You have to think about these things. Like this is literally a semi-survival situation. For a lot of people, it is a survival situation who don't have power. Like we've seen videos today. We literally have seen videos today where people's fish tanks are ice cubes and the fish literally look like they're frozen inside of an ice cube. Tragic. That is terrible. And we have a fish tank. So if we lost power, our fish is bye-bye. Like, yeah. Oklahoma had rolling blackouts at 2 a.m. this morning, and they will have shutdowns for 2 hours a day every day. See? Yeah. The power grid is being very challenged right now, y'all. Like in Oklahoma, they have a little bit more reprieve because they're part of the national grid. But Texas is like a lot of people don't know that Texas is having a lot of the problems we have because we are not part of the national power grid. We have our own private power sectors and things like that. So yeah, Texas is going through it right now. Yes. Yes. I echo that whenever I see it. Yes, GG Naturals. They have been doing rolling blackouts here. We have not lost power yet. Thank goodness. Hat Creek Homestead says. All right. Okay, so I said 3 questions. I just went on a tangent. So I'm going to the bottom of the chat. I don't think anyone else asked really too many other questions or anything like that. So we're going to just continue on. We don't got much else to really continue on with, but we got a little bit to finish up on. So we're going to finish it up. We're going to keep it rolling. And yeah, so let's get it. Okay, so this point literally is just like the premise of everything we're talking about right now. And pretty much farming needs to have a philosophical foundation. What I mean by that is there's tons of people out there and entities as well, businesses as well, that literally are out there for the sole purpose of profiting from you as a farmer or a gardener. You have to let that sink in for a moment. if these people are out here for profit off of you as a person, look at Pink back there yawning. If these people are out there for profit off of you, that means that, yes, that product can be good. It can be quality, but realistically, they're trying to make profit margins off of you. And anyone who is trying to make a profit margin off of you means that they might sell something to you for $30 and they might make $2 off of it. Now, if they're making $2 off that product, they're going to try to push that product no matter the quality of that product. So if they're anybody who's home growing anything, anybody who's making anything at home, go and support that person first, because chances are, even if they have an inferior product compared to other homegrown people, it's going to be better than the box store. I'm going to tell you that right now. So I'll repeat that again. If you find somebody who has a homegrown product, go for that product over a box store product, because even an inferior homegrown product is going to be superior to the box store product typically. Like, it's real, y'all. Like, these box stores are getting lower and lower quality every single day. Every time I go inside the grocery store, I see more tragedy. I see more bad than I see good, like, every day. And it just makes me and motivates me to just go harder out here. It's real, y'all. Like, we have to, we have to wonder about that. Yeah. And Angel loves garden. She brought it up again. Everyone loves Black Cow. I've never tried it. I wonder why if it's the best. Why is it so cheap, y'all? Are they okay? What I really think that they do at Black Cow, I think that they're going to these dairies out here and they're literally using Black Cow to kill two birds with one stone. And this is speculation. This is speculation right now. But so if I was a dairy and I wanted to get rid of like the buildup on my farm so that I didn't have groundwater toxification and things like that, what I would do, I would literally take a skid steer or a excavator, and I would make piles of poop and I would put it inside of a vat and I would let it dry out. And once it dried out, I would put it in bags and I would sell it, because that's going to do two things. You're going to remove your waste off of your place for free. And then you're going to make a profit off of that waste. That is business gold. So when I talk about marginal gains, when I talk about people making gains off of you in the smallest degree or the margins, Black Cow is doing that. Now, I'm not going to say if they're honest or not honest, because I haven't done the research on that yet. But I will say, based off of what we talked about earlier, Black Cow is making a marginal gain off of the people that they sell this product to. And that's just an example, because it's being brought up. That's why I'm talking about it right now. But not to bring down anyone who uses Black Cow, because if you have success with it and it works for you and you are getting healthy, vigorous fruit from it, boom, there you go. What's up, Farmer V? Glad to have you here tonight. I haven't seen you around, and if I missed you last time and you were around, hey, I'm sorry. I apologize for that, but hey, we're having a celebration tonight, a celebration of knowledge and a celebration of learning. So let's do it, y'all. Oh man, I feel good right now, y'all. So okay. So Tiffany Cherie says it's really a shame that there's not more solar in Texas. Yes. Yes, facts. So Seed Addict says that's why they put MSG in so many products, for the money. Yes, because monosodium glutamate, which is MSG, a little bit about that. It is like a salt amplifier. So monosodium, like that means that it's a very basic form of salt, but like it has a umami based flavor to it that makes the salt kind of have more of a savory flavor to it. So they put it in everything. Y'all know why you like them hot Cheetos so much? Because it's like an MSG Cheeto bath. Yeah, like Takis, all that stuff, all this junk food is like bathed in MSG, y'all. Like an MSG, they say, oh, MSG is not bad for you. Oh, we haven't been able to scientifically prove that MSG is not bad for you. I'm gonna tell you, like sodium, anything in abundance, anything in overabundance is gonna be bad for you. So MSG, have your Chinese food every now and then. But you know what I'm saying? Like try to go for products without MSG in it, and just tell me how it affects you. Okay. Continuing on. What's up, Mazzy? How you doing, my brother? How you doing? So, hey, so Mazzy is he's coming from another community, and they're showing support and they're showing love. I go over there and I show them love too. So check out Mazzy's channel. It's a little bit different from what we're doing over here with the gardening stuff, but hey, everybody is welcome here in the Gardenscape, because we're just trying to learn so we can grow something and we can eat something good, right? And we can feed our families. So, hey, everybody in every YouTube community has to feed their family. So as gardeners, y'all, let's try to get everybody from YouTube to watch our videos, y'all. Let's try to get everybody from YouTube to come and watch these videos and learn something, y'all, because we're trying to be natural farmers, y'all. That's all we're trying to do, right? We're just trying to be natural farmers, and we're trying to give somebody love in material form. Teach a man to fish. You know, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing out here on YouTube as we show people what we're doing. This is our walk. This is our journey. This is our archive, you know? So let's share it. Hey, glad to have you. Glad to have you. Okay. I'm actually I'm doing better. Okay, so junk food is also super colorful. A lot of marketing goes into that to ensure it's attractive to kids, y'all. So Tiffany Cherie says this, and it's colorful and attractive to kids, y'all, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. Us adults are attracted to colors and shiny things too. We like shiny rocks and shiny things and gems and trinkets as well. And marketing people know this. Marketing people know this, and they know that our kids like this because we have taught them to like this. And now, obviously, kids kind of naturally like shiny things, I guess. I don't know what comes first, the chicken or the egg, but we teach our kids to like what they like passively through our actions. So, yeah. Okay, makes you want more and more. Hey, ain't that the truth, though? Look, okay, let me show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all how human I get. How human I get. You see this? Y'all see this right here? This bag doesn't have much in it left. And I got this today when I was at the grocery store. I hit this so hard earlier. That's why I took a nap. I wasn't really going to take a nap earlier, but this crashed me out. I sat there and I saw this, and this, oh my gosh. I mean, it tastes good, you know, but yeah, like I wanted more and more. That's why I was like, I had to put it down because I literally almost went through the whole pack. So yeah. What's up, MB Heritage Farms? Glad to have you here tonight. Hey, I appreciate you being here, fam. And we're just having a good time, having a laugh, having to learn. Real food, 100%. Hey, Mazzy said he's watching while playing PS4. Hey, get it, brother. Hey, whatever game you playing, I hope you get them. I don't know if you're playing a shooter, if you're playing a racer, if you're playing a strategy, if you're playing a MOBA, if you're playing anything, get it. Because I'm going to tell you what, Mazzy, that's what I'm going to be doing after this live stream. I'm going to give me some game time in because I've been doing some prep tonight. I've been trying to get everything ready because I'm a firm believer in making whatever you tell a group of people something that is worth them taking home with them. So I want you to take home tonight entertainment, and I want you to take home one thing that you could have learned, Madzy, one thing. And I'll hit you up later. I'm going to hit you up, Madzy, and be like, look, what did you learn from this live stream tonight? So be looking out for that. You always be hitting us up with riddles and stuff. I'm be like, hey, what'd you learn about gardening tonight, Madzy? All right. Hide your wife, hide your kids. Hide your wife, hide your kids. What's up, Turk Therapy? Oh man. Tiffany Cherie says, wait, where'd you get that candy? So I got this candy and I put it in my coveralls pocket, and I gave Tiffany. So I bought like a fruit, it's called a leather fruit, like a fruit leather belt or something like that, but it's like a fruit strip. And then I bought like a little fruit twist. And I was like, yeah, this will work. So I got those, and I took it in the car, and I was like, oh, baby, look what I got you. And I gave it to Tiffany, and I was like, she's like, oh, thank you. And I was like, oh, yeah, because I got this for myself. And I pulled the other one out. Oh, man. Oh, man, I'm too much. What's up, Unprotected Lex? How you doing tonight? Glad to have you. It's good to see you tonight. Okay. I didn't know that, Seed Addicts, because I definitely have some of that behavior. So sugar probably is not, I will say sugar is not good for me. It's not good for any of us in that form. So yeah, I'm going to definitely be cutting back. Definitely going to be cutting back on that or I want to cut it out. I'm just being real about it though. I'm going to cut back because when you say, oh, I'm done with this, you set yourself up for failure. I'm telling you right now. Obviously, if you can cut something cold turkey and be done with it, more power to you. But look, we ain't perfect. Cut down on it. Have a weak moment every now and then, but have more strong moments than weak. And when you have those weak moments, have those people around you that look out for you, right? That's all it's about. What's up, Flavors and Textures? Glad to have you tonight. I'm glad to have you tonight, Flavors and Textures. It's good to see you. How are you and the husband doing tonight? 1 second, y'all. I'll grab one bit. All right. What's up, Whiskey and Sunshine Off Grid? How you doing tonight? It's good to see you. All right. Oh man, this scroll bar is it deceives me. It's like I'll be at the bottom. I'll be at the bottom, and then it'll just repopulate. My scroll bar will be all the way down to the bottom, about to touch the bottom, and then it'll go and go back up to the top. I'm like, golly, guys, come on now. You gave me fruit that tasted like leather. I'm sorry, baby. I ate it real quick though. It was good, not gonna lie. Hey, you like that fruit belt, that fruit leather belt. Oh man. Hey, I tell on myself because I try to live a life that's just like open and transparent, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm not good at like living fake. It's just not within me. So if I do something that's kind of funny, I'll be forward about it and I'll be out about it, because it makes for a good story, right? Why not just tell a funny story with it, right? Oh man. Tiffany, you don't deserve that. Hey, y'all be easy on me now. I know I got a lot of ladies, I got a lot of women in here, and y'all be easy on me, because y'all gonna start teaming up on me now. I know how y'all do. Y'all like to team up on us brothers over here. So hey, fellas, y'all gotta look out for me, fellas. Oh man. Okay, so more on a serious note, Hat Creek Homestead said, yes, red dye 40 is horrible for my son with autism. All right. Like, after seeing that, this seriously makes me just want to be cold turkey about the sugar thing, because let me show y'all something else I got. So check this out. This is a book that I have not read yet, because I feel like once I read this book, it's going to make me just really, you already know what it's going to make me do, because, yeah, you see the title, you see what it says. It's real. This book is very real. And this is a read that I can recommend without having read it yet, but I'm going to read it. I'm going to actually read it this weekend. How about that? I'm going to dedicate time to reading it this weekend, because hey, sugar, it's a little nagging little problem that we've had a long time. So yeah. Okay, Unprotected Lex says, will you be teaching us about growing beans like kidney and black beans in the future? So this is my first official request on a lesson plan. So next week on Monday, we will be doing a lesson plan about pretty much like beans, legumes, nitrogen fixation, everything that beans and legumes and different types of beans have to offer in a growing environment, different times of year that you can expect to grow different beans within a certain growing environment, and what can make those beans actually thrive in their particular environment. Because beans, they're easy to grow mostly and typically, but they can be a challenge in certain growing conditions and environments, because beans really do not like cold weather. So I'm just going to start off with that, give y'all a tidbit going into the next lesson, but I'm going to make it about legumes and nitrogen fixation. And then I'm going to have a bonus within that lesson about different plants that are nitrogen fixers that are not beans. So there you go, y'all. I appreciate the lesson plan, Unprotected Lex. And I saw your text too, Tiffany. I saw your text about that. So I killed two birds with one stone with that one right there. Yes. Hey, Listen to that. Listen to that. Listen to that. That's the real deal right there. That kind of knowledge is the real deal. Like that's stuff that we can take with us right after this live stream and change our lives tonight. You know what I mean? Hey, Whiskey and Sunshine Off Grid sounds like my kind of channel. Check them out. Check them out. Whiskey and Sunshine Off Grid. Go check their channel out. So I'll do this real quick. There you go. I will leave y'all a link to Whiskey. I'm going to leave y'all a link to Whiskey and Sunshine Off Grid's channel as I keep addressing the comments and talking in the comments and everything like that. But I just left a link to their channel, so go check them out. But yeah, I'll try to do that more often because that's something that we can do. We can leave links to channels and stuff like that. I forgot about that. But yeah. So Hat Creek Homestead says, yes, Tiffany Street, and any red dye and some blue dyes, they cause his ADHD to flare up. Man, like that's, oh man, that is troubling. Like that's troubling. That I never really even thought about the food coloring and the problems that can come with the food coloring itself. That's not even getting into the sugar part about the thing. So yeah. Yes. Yes. You just ate a whole bag of candy. Oh man. Hey, grill me, y'all. Grill me. I need it, y'all. It helps me out. Hey, you have a good night. Have a great night, Giannis Jeff, and cook Giannis Jeff Cooking. It was nice having you here. It's great having you here, my brother. You're always welcome. Please do come again because we're going to keep it learning and keep it growing and keep it funny, keep it laughing, y'all. We're going to have a good time. All right. All right. So what's up, Garden State Gardener? How you doing tonight? Glad to have you. Glad to see you come in and hang out with us tonight. So yeah. Okay. So Steve, okay, Seed Addict says, our family took artificial food coloring out of our diet for 1 week. Our kids were on their best behavior, and when our regular crybabies tried to cry, they could only make the sound but no tear. Hey, I don't know if y'all learning something tonight, but if y'all left with just what we learned from Seed Addicts and Hat Creek Homestead about the food coloring, I would be happy. Like, I'm trying to teach y'all a little lesson and everything like that, and y'all can come back and watch it. Y'all can passively think about it whenever y'all need it and access it whenever y'all need it. But this kind of stuff right here, y'all, this kind of stuff saves lives, y'all. Like, I love it. Hey, no problem, Whiskey. No problem, Whiskey and Sunshine. No problem, Whiskey and Sunshine Off Grid. It's my pleasure because we're all family. We're all a community. We're all trying to uplift each other. So let's do it. Let's make this thing grow as a whole, right? Hey, y'all should definitely go and check them out. Y'all should definitely. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something about subscribing and everything too. So when it comes to that, y'all make sure that whenever you go and subscribe to a channel, you go and watch 2 videos all the way through. Comment on one of those videos, and I always comment on 2 of the videos. And that's why I take time aside to watch videos and things like that, because YouTube, what they will do to your subscription, if you subscribe to somebody's channel and you don't interact with that channel, they'll take the subscription away. So that's why sometimes you'll hit like quite a few subscribers in a day, and then it will tank down like maybe 5 or 6, and then slowly it'll creep back up that 5 or 6, because that's that 5 or 6 people actually watching the videos after they subscribe to you and stuff like that. YouTube, these robots and this algorithm nowadays, it's crazy. So we got to be, that's why it's a little bit harder to actually build a subscriber base and everything like that, because you have to actually put that work in. And it's work, but it's love, but it's all energy. And anything that you do is going to take away from you. So you have to really be able to organize your time really well, because like YouTube's serious. They don't want just everybody getting a lot of subscribers and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that, and make sure you spend some time watching these people's channels, because it actually, like, they actually have great content. So why not just watch a video or 2 when you actually go subscribe? Okay, so moving on. So Hat Creek Homestead says we have a 10. We have. Okay. I don't. Okay. So, you don't have 15 children, do you? You have 15 children? That's what I'm reading it as, but I don't think I'm right. Okay, so just clarify that. But I got a book for Blessed too, because they said Lion Chris Outdoors Gardening. Do you have any recommendations for books for new gardeners and the science behind it? I got 2 books to recommend to you, Blessed too. I'm gonna go get one off the shelf right now, and then I got one right here beside me. But let me grab it. So the first book that I'm going to show you, Blessed too, is called The Organic Composting Handbook. It's just techniques to actually compost stuff in a way that you're going to actually get complete composting from it. And it's going to actually help you with the actual foundation of building a good quality, high input compost. So this book is great for that. This book is great for building that kind of a foundation, because the next book that I'm going to show you doesn't really show you anything about composting. So this is a good first start. Really skinny, doesn't have too much material in it. I mean, like it has really quality material in it. It doesn't have a bunch of material in it. But the second book that I'll show is this again. I'll show you Jadam Organic Farming, the way to ultra low cost agriculture. So this book has all of my practices, not all of my practices, but it has fundamentally, foundationally, most all my practices and everything. And yeah, it's a pretty cool book. Has like everything, every picture that you see was grown from the practices used in this book. And they have chili plants that literally produce 3 to 4 times as much peppers as like when you grow it with synthetics. And they have the numbers to back it up as well. So it's pretty cool. But yep, we will keep it going and everything. Okay. Garden State Gardener says, what do you say to your wife when you usually grow around 150 tomato plants? And this year I told her I'm growing 300 tomato plants. Oh, she's allergic to bees and tomatoes. LOL. Garden State Gardener, you sound like my kind of guy. You like to put your wife through the rigors just for the fun of it. No, I'm kidding. No, but no, but she doesn't have to eat the tomatoes. And the bees, I don't know, like that. The bees are going to just be there, even if you don't have the tomato plants, because it sounds like you're going to have plants growing around anyway, and you're going to have flowers to pollinate. So the bees are going to be there. But as you know, the bees, they really don't want to have anything to do with you, especially if you are keeping up with the Africanization of your hives. Because if you have every bee that's out there is a mutt, and I'm not going to get into that conversation tonight because it's just not something I've read up on. But realistically, at any given time, like your bees can be subjected to Africanization, because your queen can breed. When your queen goes off on her nuptial flight and she actually breeds with another bee, she's not always breeding with a drone from the colony. She's going out and she's looking for another bee to breed with. And what happens is when that queen goes out of the hive and breeds with that other bee and brings the genetics back to the hive, the new brood, the new babies that are coming from that queen bee has the potential for Africanization, which basically means that they have the potential to become aggressive. So that's why beehives over time, like you'll have a hive that is like completely non-aggressive, completely sterile, just kind of chilling, doing their own thing, collecting pollen, making honey, getting your green built from the honey that they're making, like you're good. But then one day you go out there and you're like, the bees are a little rowdy. And then you go out there 2 weeks later and then the bees are attacking you every time you get within 150 feet of the hive. So yeah, you got to keep on top of your hive and understand what's going on within your hives at any given time, y'all. All right, so gosh, the repopulation thing is happening in the chat again. Yes, hit that like button. Okay, yes, Farmer V, watch that video when you get a chance. 10 kids, okay, 10 kids. So 5 boys, 5 girls, okay. I was like 15. No, but my grandma on my father's side, she actually had 12 kids. So back in the day, it was just people had a lot of kids back in the day. And I mean, I'm not going to put Tiffany through that. I was like, oh, I think it'd be cool to have a bunch. No, we want to have 2 or 3 kids, probably 2. So yeah, 10 kids. Hey, that is a blessed family though. 10 kids, man. That is a awesome family. I love that. Okay, so Tucker Family Homestead said, our family is loving this, learning so much from you, and so awesome that you are from Mississippi. There aren't many organic gardeners around from Mississippi. 100%, y'all. Like when I go back home, when I go back to Leland, I go back to Greenville, they're like, Quint, come live here. Come live here, Quint. Okay. Yeah. So they're like, come live here, Quint. I'm like, I can't live there yet. I got to build more of a foundation for myself. So I can go and visit there maybe once a week or something like that and make sure that everything whatever I'm working with is sustained and maintained. But I got to build myself up a little bit here at home first, right? So, but yeah, let me see. So I got a bean question from Lex earlier, and I think I answered it because I said that I'm gonna make the next video like on the next lesson about legumes and nitrogen fixing, which are the beans. The beans are the legumes. So yeah, if I didn't answer your question, Lex, please say it again and I'll cover it for you. They Hat Creek Homestead said I go crazy with 15, LOL. I bet you were on the brink of it with 10. I bet you were on the brink of insanity with 10 kids. But 4 to 20, I mean, you got periods of rest, you got like sequels and prequels and all that stuff going on. So you got to see all that kind of come to fruition over time, I guess. So maybe it wasn't so bad. Hey, Farmer V says, wow, I have to order that book. I'm so like, I guess good, bad about ordering books. Like I just feel like books are just, they're everything, especially if you can apply the knowledge that you learn from the books and you actually see results from it. It's epic. You never look back. Seed Addict says, my kids are 6. Well, okay. So they say that my 6 kids age range from 9 to 20. That's awesome. So they got to have the hand-me-downs. Never a dull moment. Ain't that the truth? With 10 kids, that's like the Brady Bunch on steroids right there, boy. Okay, Gardner said there's a reason why she by the pool in the summer and I'm working out back the entire time, LOL. And she asked me to get her a drink. So you're the server and you're the worker because she by the pool because she's justifiably by the pool because she out there allergic to everything that she could breathe in out there. Hey, but hey, you chose to do it, right? So hey, you got to live with it, right? Hey, if Tiffany was having that kind of problem, I'll be glad to get her the drinks and do the work because look, like we do this because we love it. We don't do this because it's like some kind of grueling job or nothing like that. This is what we love to do. And that's why we go crazy. That's why we are crazy. That's why us farmers, that's why us gardeners, we're crazy in the best way. We're the most fun, awesome people. I truly believe that. Okay. Hat Creek Homestead said we make our own gummies with food dehydrators, no nasty fake stuff, and they're better tasting than store-bought. Do that. I think that's so awesome. OMGQ, I'm already scared of bees. I don't want to scare you off. I'm just giving you the insight so that you can know what's going on as you see it start to happen. Because I'm gonna tell you, if you since you listened to what I said today, if you got bees and you started to notice they started to get a little aggressive, maybe you would handle it right before it became too much of a problem. Because yeah, those Africanized bees, they will go ham on you. And if you have a bee suit, if you have a proper bee suit with no openings on it, you'll be good. You'll be fine. Go out there with your smoke, have a proper bee suit, and you can handle your bees even if they're fully Africanized. But if they're fully Africanized, you're just gonna have to get rid of the hive. Like you don't want those genetics around. My grandma's grandma had 14 kids. Yep. Like I said, back in the day, they got down different. They was built different back then. They was built different, boy. How do you make them? Oh, okay. So there you're talking to Hat Creek Homestead. Hey, bud, I was working overtime. Almost missed your live. Hope everyone's doing good. Hey, I'm glad you could come, Canadian Proud Get Outdoors. I appreciate you coming tonight. But it's all good. Hey, we all got the stuff that we got going on in our life and everything. So shoot. I'm just glad you can come by. I appreciate the love. Hat Creek said, fun fact, I never wanted kids, LOL. God changed my mind. We have kids. Yours. Okay. We have. Okay. They have 5 adopted children. They have 5 biological children. So God really did change their heart over time because like That's beautiful. That is beautiful that they had such a beautiful family like that. That touches my heart for real, y'all. So see that it says, I hope the is that a chicken? Oh, the bees. Okay. I hope the bees like my peaceful donation of flowers and spare my skin. Hey, right? I hope they spare your skin too. We don't want, hey, if you're allergic, I hope you're not allergic because we don't want to have to be using the EpiPen or nothing like that. So, that's great. Oh, okay. Okay. They're still talking amongst each other. Okay. Hey, there you go. So you can, okay. So the Handbook, you can find it for free online. I don't know if she just linked the link to that, but there are multiple sources of the Handbook online that you can find that are free to use. So look out for those. I'm not going to link it because I don't know about the, how that goes, but if you can find the free version of the book, find it, because even on the website, they're like, hey, look, if you can't afford our book, find it for free. They literally say that because they're all about giving. They're all about that. So yeah. Okay, I noticed that y'all having conversation amongst each other, and that's great because I'm about to get back to the lesson plan and finish it up because I got to finish. I don't got much time, but hey, just stick with me, y'all, and I will finish it up. What happened with, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Yes, yes. Yes, I agree 100%. They birthed a squad to help on the farm. You needed to get a crew. Yes. Yes. So hey, our 2 kids, our 2, 3 kids, whatever we have, they're gonna be out there in it. Because if the kids want to follow daddy around, I won't have no problem with you following daddy around. But you're gonna learn something following daddy around, and when you learn something, you're gonna apply something, and that's just how it's gonna be. So I'm telling you, from the age of 4, 3.5, 4 years old, they're gonna be out there with the chickens and everything else with daddy. So hey, that's just what it is. Okay, Farmer V says, my sister has 9 biological kids. Of course, she's old school, 61. Yep. Hands in the dirt. Hey, everyone. Hope everyone is all well. Hey, I hope you're doing well, my brother. I saw you posted some videos, and I got to catch up and watch those. I saw you repotted some stuff, and I really want to get watching all these videos because I'm behind, y'all. I'm behind. I'm going to watch them though. Like I said, I set aside some time to watch and comment, so I will do that later. All right. I don't have a video on it yet, but I guess I will make one soon. Yes, please do, Hat Creek Homestead. Please do make a video about that. Okay. Oh, I'm at the bottom of the chat. Okay. Daddy says you're going to learn today. You're going to learn today. That's right. That's right. All right. So we got one more thing to talk about. We got one more thing to talk about tonight, and that is farm to table. So talking about farm to table, eating the fruits of the love and work that you put forth. This is one of the biggest inspirations of going through everything that you do on the farm. So yes, the thumbnail to this video, I had so much joy when I pulled those beets out of the ground, especially the next day when I had 6 inches of snow on my garden. Obviously the beets would have been fine, but the greens, I would not have been able to eat them. So, yeah, it's super important. It's what it's all about. Being able to, whether it's harvesting your own chickens, harvesting your fruit out of the garden, having fruit trees, all of it, you're building something up, and you to be able to have fruits off of that of any kind is amazing. Eggs, going fishing and bringing home fish from your local fishery, all that cool stuff. It's just awesome, right? So, but fishing is not farm to table. If you had a pond on your land though, and you stocked it with fish and you caught fish out of your own pond, there you go. That's still farm to table. So you can create a whole ecosystem on your property. If you got property, you got land, make an ecosystem out of it. Make something that's going to interact and mutually benefit each other, because that's what it's all about. Mutual benefit and mutual symbiosis. So yeah, there you go. And symbiosis just means together. So yeah, but yeah. So like I said, I'll be like I said, I will be quick about this part because I planned on this part being a little bit faster too, because I always want the first part of what I'm talking about to take the longest, because I just like to end out quick. That's just nice. You know, whenever you're on your way home, you like to get there quick, right? So, so the first thing that you want to do when it comes to farm to table, and you want to consistently have a farm to table lifestyle outside of just being able to preserve it, we're going to talk about that too. But what you want to be able to do is have an adequate harvest plan. So if you can print out or type or write up a harvest plan that details the order of what crops are to be harvested and exactly what crops are to be harvested, write it down. Even something simple like if you plant these 5 plants outside today, these 5 okra plants, write down in your notes that you planted those 5 okra plants. Build up your notes to where you can make a harvest plan later, because you might not have a harvest plan when you first get started, because some of us are just getting started with the gardening thing and we want to be able to do it to the best of our ability, but we don't really know how to do that yet. So I'll tell you the best way to really learn how to do that without really knowing how to do that. Just write down everything that you observe. If you see that, okay, I planted 5 of these plants on this day, write down the day that you planted those plants, write down the time that you planted those plants, whatever you want to do. So you just want to build up enough information to where you can type something up or write something up later that lets you know, okay, I'll be harvesting these 5 plants on June 5th through the 7th. I'll be harvesting these 10 plants on June 7th through the 15th. And you want to block it out like that and read the seed packets. That's why you have to read the seed packets when you plant stuff, because that information, those people who release those seeds, they actually have planted those seeds in succession and actually put those seeds out over time so that you could actually have that information that you need to build a harvest plan. So yeah, we'll touch chat and then we'll finish up, because I only have like one more point to talk over. Hey, I appreciate that, Turf Therapy. I appreciate that, my brother. But yeah, we only really got one more point to go over. So let's talk about what we just talked about real quick. Then we'll finish up and we'll say our good nights and goodbyes and all that good stuff. But I appreciate y'all being here tonight. I appreciate y'all sticking it out. It's been amazing. I always have a great time talking and hanging with y'all. I don't even feel awkward about it no more. Like when I first get on, none of that stuff. I love it because it's my calling to teach. I just know it's my calling to teach, and that's just what it is. So we're going to touch on the chat. Okay, Farmer V said, I checked my kale today after the Texas freeze. They're still, what? Your kale is still hanging in there? Okay. I'm going to check my kale in the garden. Okay, Farmer V, giving me some hope in my life right now. I'm going to check on my purple kale or my Russian kale in my garden as all this snow starts to melt over the next few days and see what's up. But I had like all the kale was completely covered with snow, and maybe it's insulated because it's completely covered with snow, right? Who knows? So Growing with Donnie says, we love beets in my house. I just bought some early wonder beet seeds a minute ago. Hey, beets are amazing. And let me tell y'all, beet juice, if you start out the morning with like a 12-ounce glass of water and a 2-ounce shot of beet juice, your stomach is going to feel amazing. Beet juice does some amazing stuff for your digestion, y'all. Like, I love it. I love it. Man. So Canadian Proud at Get Outdoors said, I left a patch of carrots in the garden. I'm wondering if they're cold stored and still good. I'd imagine that the leafy parts of the carrots may be damaged if it gets that cold or whatnot. But your root part of the carrots, especially if there's some kind of snow on the ground, they're going to be insulated. Your root parts of the carrots are going to be good to go. You're not going to have to worry about those fading away or anything like that, because especially if you have bigger carrots to kind of reach deep, you might have the tip of your carrot, like the very tip of where the actual leafage meets the carrot. It might be a little messed up there, but hey, take your carrots and harvest them. Harvest them, wash them off with cold water, throw them in the freezer. Just be good to go. So yeah, kale is very resilient. That stuff is amazing. That stuff is really amazing. But I don't like kale. That was terrible, right? Kale is so awesome, right, guys? Grow kale, but I don't like it. No, but I'll eat it though. And I want to try out the curly kale, because apparently everyone's been saying, and I've been seeing people on their channels grow the curly kale. It looks amazing for one, and then for two, everyone says it has a less bitter taste than your other kales. So I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about that. Hey, I'm glad to see y'all showing love to each other, y'all. Hey, go show love to each other's channels. Go like, and I won't say the S word no more. I'll just say go like and go show love to these other channels, y'all, because that's what it's all about. We're just trying to build a community that we can keep the momentum going, right? Keep that fire burning. Okay. All right. Hey, bam. Google Calendar works great. So, hey, I know some of y'all might not like to type on the phone and everything like that, but hey, use those 2 thumbs and add a little note to your phone. Get in your notes, your Samsung notes. If you have, hey, I'm Android, by the way, y'all. Get in your Apple notes, your Samsung notes. Note those little pieces and segments of information I said. I planted this on this day. I did that on that day. Go back to your Google Calendar and then add it to your Google Calendar. Make it like a little, because I know that y'all have some of y'all have schedules that y'all have in your day and everything. It's the same thing, but just think about it as like a multi-month schedule that you're building. It's going to be once you actually get the gist of it, once you get the hang of actually documenting that information, you're going to realize that this is way easier than keeping a daily schedule, because I only really have to add information every week, once a week. I only have to add information. And it's amazing. And once you see the benefits that you'll get from the harvest because you added that little bit of information on that thing, boy, you can be like, I can't not do this no more. Because I'm gonna be real with y'all. This is the first year where I actually, because that's one of my weak points, y'all. Like, and Tiffany has helped me tremendously with that. But organization, I really just started to get organized this year. And in my garden, I passively succession planted things. Got beets coming out, got broccoli coming out, got kale coming out, got romaine lettuce coming out on tap. Me and Tiffany could get romaine lettuce at any point of the season this fall. So this past fall, if Tiffany wanted romaine lettuce at any given point, she could go outside and grab romaine lettuce and be good to go. That's awesome right there, y'all. So hey, that's what succession planning is good for. Hey, bam, 100%. Hey, I appreciate sharing it. Oh man, y'all are giving me all kinds of hope tonight. I'm definitely gonna go check on those kale plants. Gosh, Tiffany, I love you. 1 second. Okay, so our kale is too. Our low is 7 degrees. Looks great. Oh man. Okay. I'm looking up. Things are looking up. Kale and collards are tough. I'm gonna definitely plant more next fall, because if they can survive stuff like this, boy, I'm definitely gonna be planting some more. But Tiffany Sheree says, good things I didn't let the dogs. You know better than that. You're over here trolling me right now. Tiffany over here trolling me. She knows how I feel about that. Oh, man. Hey, Blessed 2 said they made a seed inventory list and they were shocked. I'm telling you, y'all will be shocking yourself. When you start writing stuff down, you quantify and you actualize how much you actually know. And you're like, gosh, I know this stuff. I didn't even feel like I knew nothing. Okay. So now that I know that I know this stuff, I'm going to try to learn a little bit more. It's all motivating. It's all inspiring, because everything is momentum based. Everything, whether it be something that's bad or something good. If you do it long enough, you're going to have so much momentum. It's going to be the norm. So check that out. There you go. All Turf Therapy said all of my kale and collards have been covered 4 times in snow and ice, and they're fine. Ooh. Yes. Thank y'all. Hey, bless. Bless. And Turf Therapy said, yes, your carrot roots will be fine. Hey, man, y'all are I always leave these. So I feel like, okay, I come in these lives. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna teach something. I'm gonna give a lesson and stuff. Y'all give me a lesson. I leave these lives feeling like I learned a lesson. So, hey, we over here reciprocating, y'all. We over here reciprocating. Yep. Because it's going to be clean. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Yeah, Angel Loves Garden says, yes, thanks for the great live and info, Q Garden and family. The YouTube community is so awesome. 100%. And she said 100%. So she's on point with it. I love this community, y'all. And like I said earlier, let's get all of YouTube to watch these garden videos, y'all, because we have fun. We're not just out here just playing in the dirt and just kind of being antisocial and stuff. We're becoming social, y'all. This YouTube thing is what's making us gardeners be able to break out of our shells. So let's do it together. Let's break out of our shells together and teach people, right? I did a shorts harvesting carrots, and so that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna scroll through because I want to finish this out. So I'm gonna scroll through and just keep it going. I put kale in my smoothies, but I grew a Portuguese kale that looks like a collard. That's cool. I'm gonna definitely be trying to grow some exotic stuff with the greens. I'm growing some Egyptian spinach that was sent to me by Stinky Puddle Ranch this year in the front, and I'm gonna grow it as a. I said it in the last live at the very. No, I didn't say this in the last live. I said this in someone else's live, but I said that I'm gonna grow Egyptian spinach as a perennial in the front. It's an annual. It won't live when it gets cold and everything, but it grows to up to 6 feet in a grow season, sometimes more. So I'm just going to literally just grow it as a perennial in the front and cut the top 6 inches off and have a consistent flow of greens coming in the house, boy. Hey, the Bug Life Farm, what's up? How you doing? I didn't see you earlier. If you just came, how you doing tonight? I'm glad to have you tonight. And hey, we're just having a good time. We're having a ball right now. So GG Natural says kale, green apple, 100% fruit juice, bomb. Hey, getting on that smoothie recipe. Farmer V says, will do. I love this community. Hey, I love y'all too, y'all. Hey. I love no sense. I don't like kale either. LOL, it grew. I grew it. I shake my head. Hey, that's how we are as gardeners, man. Like we grow stuff that we really don't have a palate for or anything like that because we're trying to give, I believe that a lot of us gardeners have a natural giving spirit, and it just exudes out of us through gardening. So yeah. So Turf Therapy says try some curly kale and honey. So try some curly kale honey garlic chips. Okay, writing that one down. All right, got it. That recipe is in the books. I'm gonna actually try to do that because I got purple kale outside, but I don't got curly kale. I'm gonna try that with purple kale because that's all I got right now. But yeah, okay. Gardner says take care, everyone. Just wanted to stop by and say hey. Today my mother-in-law passed away this morning. See everyone soon. Hey, sorry about that, Gardner. Moment of silence for your mother-in-law. All right. But yeah, I'm sorry about that. But you have a good night, Garden State Gardener. Turf, I need to know how to make that. Yes. Kale in the stir fry. Yes, Angel loves garden. Yes, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try all this stuff. Y'all give me some good ideas. Okay, Simple and Easy said that they just did a video on Google Calendar. So I'm gonna leave a link to their YouTube channel. Because I want y'all to be able to get the insight. Get the insight, y'all. And I see that video right now. I see it. So I'm going to link their channel. Check out the video on the Google Calendar because I will be watching that later because I need to brush up on my organization always. So I'm trying to learn something, y'all. This is Simple Ain't Easy Simplistic Farms channel. So check them out. Give them some love. Give them that S word. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Android life. What's up? Someone told me their chickens wouldn't eat kale. That's pretty bad. I wonder what chickens eat arugula because I really feel like arugula is even worse than kale, y'all. Hey, yeah, sending prayers your way for sure. Sorry about that. 504 Greenleaf says, yeah, I use the calendar for watering. Hey, it's watering. If you get once you get to the point where you have a bunch of plants, watering so easily bypasses your mind. It's just like, boop. And you're like, but I care about these plants and I shouldn't forget about this because I care about it. Our minds have a capacity and we have to grow to make that capacity bigger. So until we can grow to make that capacity bigger, and I'll tell you right now, you'll never get to that max capacity you're ever looking for. So write it down, y'all. Write it down and note it. Heavenly and stir fry. Yes. But I'll be definitely using that Android calendar. Okay. See that it says done with a notification at Hat Creek Homestead. I'm going to check you out for real after this live. Do it. Check everybody out and make sure you, like I said, make sure you watch 2 of their videos all the way through. Make sure you watch 2 of their videos all the way through. And like, if you have to watch the first video and then you have to let the second video play and you have to like mute it because something's going on in the background, just the fact that you're playing that video through is going to help that person and get their watch time and things like that, because we're trying to get watch time and things like that. So it show the genuine love, because yes, people understand that we have a capacity. We as people can only do so much. So show that one act of love and then show that one act of algorithm. Show that one act of algorithm, right? But hey, just understand that it's all love. So when you're watching that video all the way through on mute or whatever you're doing, hey, it's all love. Go back to it and watch it later all the way through with the sound on. So yeah. So many benefits. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? The Bug Life Farm says we love documenting. It helps us with our crop rotation plans. Hey, I'm doing it. I'm going hard with it this year because I want to be able to give a lot. I want to be able to grow a lot. And I want to be able to make a little bit off what I do. So what I want to do this year, my goal as far as making money off of the garden this year is to make enough to replace the seeds that I bought this year. That's my goal for this year. If I can do that, hey, I'm all with it. So shoot, we got to start somewhere, right? And I don't think you should set yourself up for failure. I think that's not a good idea because it will definitely demoralize you and bring you down. Hey, oh yeah. So Canadian Proud Get Outdoors says, I took a bunch of radishes and mixed them in with my mashed potatoes. It was awesome. Didn't really know what else to do with them, but it worked. Hey, if you find something that works for you, do it. Like, you're going to find when you start harvesting stuff and bringing it to your table and stuff, you're going to be like, man, I don't really know how to prepare this stuff if you haven't harvested it before and prepared it before. So just use the internet and use different methods. Can that stuff. Use it for later and can it in a way that you can actually take the stuff out and add it to a dish or something like that. 100%. All right. Hey, Canadian Proud Get Outdoors says, I love these lives. Yes, one big YouTube garden fam. Boom. 100% all day. Fire. Anything you want to say that's good because I agree with this 100%. Okay, Eco Neighbor says the goal is to pack the freezer with kale, collards, broccoli, and lettuce, juicing and stir fry. Hey, do it, brother, because shoot, if you do that, you're gonna have all the nutrition you need. Because I'm a firm believer, y'all, that if you have enough nutritionally dense greens and enough nutritionally dense carbohydrates in your life, like sweet potatoes. I think sweet potatoes are probably the only carbohydrate you need. If you want to get expansive with it for your taste buds' sake. But sweet potatoes, nutrient densely packed greens, and maybe 20% of your, check this out, 20 to 25% of your diet, meat, if you do eat meat. Because I'm going to tell you right now, even if you have a clean source of meat coming out of your, whatever you have it coming out of, your body's going to do a lot better eating primarily vegetables and clean carbs. That's just what it is. They say, oh, this race of people are supposed to eat that. That race of people are supposed to eat this. But I'm telling you, if you eat a diet of about 60 to 70% plant matter and you eat the other 20 to 30% meat, your body's going to feel clean and you're going to be firing on all cylinders, y'all. So do it. Coming together means nothing if we can't learn from each other and having a great time doing it. It's totally worth it. Yes, seed addicts. I 100% agree. Portuguese kale is delicious. Try it as a cabbage roll. So good. Noted. And I'm going to watch this live again later too, y'all. So I'll be able to note a lot of this stuff and I'll be able to document a lot of this stuff and add it to the archives, add it to the notes and be using it. Peace, fam. The Bug Life Farm. It's been great having you tonight. I'll see you later. Hey, much love, fam. Much love. Okay, so Brussels sprouts. I feel you, GG Naturals. I feel like you just got to find a good way to prep them, though, because I was like that, too, about Brussels sprouts, but I got better about them. As time went on and everything like that. But, I mean, shoot, the Brussels sprouts, it's like a take it or leave it kind of deal. A lot of people, it's an acquired taste. But when I started prepping them like mini cabbages, they're good. They're pretty good. I remember Tiffany got some one time, and they were good. They just tasted like baby cabbage. So, yeah. Turf Therapy's making a video about Brussels sprouts this weekend. I think. Just clarified, Turf. Okay, yeah. He's making a video about Brussels sprouts. He's making a video about Brussels sprouts this weekend. So stay tuned into Turf. Let me leave a link to Turf Therapy's channel. I love his channel. He has great content, and you're going to love what you see. So go over there to Turf Therapy's channel and get you some therapy, y'all. Get you some therapy. Why not, right? So I'm going to leave a link down below to Turf Therapy's channel. There you go. Damn. There you go. So, hey. Oh, yeah. Turf Therapy says, you're tripping, GG. Brussels sprouts are awesome. I'll show you how to cook those as well. Hey, show them. We gotta learn from somebody, right? Hey, it's gonna help. Like, just gotta get over there and watch it, because organization is always a good thing for everybody, even if you're already good at it. Just look to improve on it. Okay, Gigi Natural says arugula is way worse than kale. So whenever you're eating whenever you have to eat some greens and you only got kale, just think about how arugula tastes while you're chewing that kale, and that kale will start to taste good in your mouth, y'all. And make sure you're growing curly kale too, because that's the most desirable out of them I'm seeing from other people. So there you go. Gigi Natural says I spend crazy time with my garden. 100%. I'm 7 minutes behind, y'all. Okay, so we'll keep it rolling. Who has an Instagram? Ours is in the about tab of the channel. Add them. Yes. Okay, let's take a second to show my Instagram. So y'all remember when I was like, I grew watermelon, I grew corn, I grew all this stuff? I'm gonna pull up and show y'all real quick my Instagram not videos, but my Instagram pictures from when I actually did have that stuff. So it's right here. Let me just open this up real quick. Yep. If I can. But if I can't, it's okay too. So yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all real quick because it's pretty awesome. If I can, like I said. So here we go. I'm going to share this screen if I can. Okay, so check this out, y'all. Check this out. So here we have my Instagram. So I have like strawberry watermelon. So yeah, this is just some stuff I cooked and everything. And that's Tiffany right there. Hey, Tiffany. So this is me right here, like just planting some tomatoes. And this is the pots right here that the tomatoes grew in. This is like some compost or something like that. And then here's that Bocking 14 comfrey that I was talking about in somebody else's live, or I saw somebody else talking about it in the live. But this was from 3 years ago, y'all. So the comfrey's amazing. The leaves grow, they look like dinosaur leaves. It's crazy. So here's some watermelon I grew right here. And you can see there's a quote back here. If speaking kindly to plants helps them grow, imagine what speaking kindly to humans can do. And that watermelon, it was really sweet despite it actually looking pretty light. So that's a Dixie Queen watermelon from Baker Creek Seeds. It grew pretty well. So here's a picture of the typical watermelons that I grew from that 4x8 bed. And you can see that they got some nice ripeness to them. They got the yellow wing on them. And the tendrils really did what they were supposed to. But this is a dragon cayenne pepper in the middle of it all. But yeah, just kind of showing this stuff real quick. Because, yeah, and so here's Pink's puppies. She had 12 puppies. And they all got to homes and stuff like that. Rusty is right here. Little fat boy. No, this is Rusty right here with the arrow on the back of his head. This is Rusty, and this is Rose. Look at them. They're so cute. But yeah, so this is the corn. This is the Stowell's white corn or whatever. And you can see that I got pretty good pollination. I didn't get complete pollination on it, but I got really good pollination on it. So yeah, perfect. And this is 15 days of growth on the watermelon bed. And this is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is what I'm talking about right here, y'all. Like, it's crazy. Look at that. Like, that is 15 days from the top to the bottom watermelon growth from that bed. So yes, when I tell you that watermelon goes crazy and goes insane, I mean it. So yeah, but that's it. I'll show you all that for right now and everything. And we'll go back to this right here. So yeah. But yeah, so let's go to the comments real quick and then we'll say the last point and we'll close it out. Okay. I'm going to jump down to the bottom. Okay. Best Yet Journey said, don't mute, put it on the volume on low. Mute doesn't help. Thank you for confirming that, Best Yet Journey. So yes, if the second video or whatever video, if you can't watch it at the time, put the volume on really low and just let it play through, because that's going to help them out. And then make sure that you go to your history and check out which videos you did watch and watch them through again when you actually have some time, because you're going to learn something from these videos in our community, because our community is awesome, y'all. Okay. Yes, 100% documentation is really good to pass down to the next generation. 100% algorithm counts. Yes, 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 yes. We have to make these computers happy, sadly enough. What's up? What's up, our cabin in the woods? How you doing tonight? My family, it's good to have you. It's good to have you. All right, all right, all right. So, all right. So I'm gonna jump down to the bottom of the chat because I'm literally at this point 8 minutes behind. Okay. Okay, yeah. I see the younger farmer cute. Y'all caught that, didn't it? Hey, no problem. I'm glad to share, y'all. I'm glad to share. So those puppies, I delivered by hand 11 of the 12 puppies. The only puppy that I did not deliver was Rose, because I thought that Pink was done by the time we went to bed, because it was 14 hours of labor and I was up with Pink the whole time. And when I went to bed that night and woke up the next morning, Rose was there and she was just there. So Pink went ahead and finished that up, and she didn't need me. Yes, watermelon growth is wild, y'all. Okay, so I know I skipped a lot, but I'm at the bottom. So let me go ahead and say my last little point of this little segment here, and then we will call it quits for tonight, because I've been talking for a while and y'all probably tired of me or whatever, but I'm cool. We cool. We having a good time, y'all. So the last thing is, I said plan the details of which crops are to be harvested or whatever, but you also got to keep in mind, a lot of people have families and things like that. So you got to keep in mind who's harvesting each crop and issues to watch out for. So you want to take note of those things, the issues to watch out for. And you also want to take note of who is really good at doing whatever they do in regards to harvest. You might have somebody who's better at harvesting watermelon. You might have somebody who's better at keeping record of everything that's being harvested. You have to be a team, y'all, because even if you're doing this by yourself, you're going to have to scale down to a point where you can handle everything by yourself. When you take on new things, you have to take on new team. That's what I always say. You have to add to the team and make yourself stronger. Make the people around you stronger. Add to their life, y'all. Add to their life. Oh, yeah. Eco Neighbor said that YouTube creators are leaving a documentary for the future. 100%, y'all. But like I said, just know who's harvesting each crop and what, like, make sure that okay, so if you have a bug problem that's occurring with this particular variety that you're harvesting, take note of that, because that's going to be what tells you, hey, I got to try a different variety next year. Hey, maybe I need to ask somebody what variety they planted and they didn't have these problems with it and everything. So these are things that you have to be keeping in mind. And like, I'm kind of breezing through this little part of it because it's pretty explanatory, and we can always reference back to the video. And then on top of that, there will be more videos talking about harvest plans, because harvest is it's the grand goal. So we'll talk about it 100 times over. So yeah. So yes. And getting back to getting back to it, where the crops are going. So you have to know whether you're selling the crops, whether you're keeping the crops, combination of the two, whether you're canning the crops to preserve for future sales, or whether you're canning the crop or preserving the crop to actually keep for yourself, because it does make differences. Because you don't want to be getting like these super awesome mason jars and giving them away to people, and then you never have a way to return them and things like that. So keeping a balance and keeping a record of all these things the whole time is pivotally important. And that just goes back to keeping record of things. But yeah. So last but not least, any amount of abundance or overage that you have, anything of your harvest so say you plan to harvest 25 watermelons and you harvest 50 watermelons. Seems like a good thing, right? It may not be a good thing. It's going to be great as far as you having that produce, especially if you can get it to somebody. But the thing that you have to account for is the thing that you really have to account for is like, okay, that space where that extra 25 watermelons grew, what could I have done in that particular space? What could I have done in that particular space that those watermelons grew in? So I'm just looking at some of the text I got. So, but yeah, I had a brain fart. Okay. But yeah, that extra 25 watermelons that you grew, you could have grown peppers in that area. You could have grown corn in that area. You could have grown whatever you wanted to grow in that area, but you grew 25 more watermelon in that area, and you might not even get rid of those watermelon. Compost pile is always a good thing. You can kind of use your extra stuff or whatnot, but it sometimes you might, if you put that watermelon in there, your compost will be too wet, but you don't want to waste watermelon like that. So just keep account of your overabundance and grow less next year and account for that. Account. That's what I will leave y'all with tonight, is making sure that you document everything that you do. And I know it's annoying because it's the hardest thing for me to do in the world. Like, it's easy. It's the easy thing to do to write something down, but straight up, like for me, it's just like pulling teeth. I don't know what it is. I'm good at writing down stuff that I need to access later. Like I wrote a lesson plan for today, and it's helped me tremendously. But even that, like, it's like something was like, okay, like, I'm just getting better about it, y'all. And we're all trying to get better. So just let's all keep each other lifted in prayer, y'all. No, but yeah, go ahead and say your good nights and everything, because I'm done with the lesson for tonight. Just show some love to each other. I'm going to go in the comments for a second, probably for like 5 minutes or so. And then we're going to say our goodbyes, and you know what's going to be happening. So check this out. We're going to go to the comments real quick, and we're going to just scroll through it real quick. We're going to start here. Okay, we'll start here. Okay, no problem. I'm glad to show you the photos, and I'm going to be adding more photos to my Instagram, y'all. I need to start building my Instagram. I have 2 Instagrams. I have Farmer Q and I have Lioncrest Outdoors. I'm going to be posting stuff to both of them. I'll be posting my personal photos, like kind of cool stuff, cute stuff, like all the plants, like, okay, cool stuff that is not for harvest on my personal one, which is Farmer Q. And then I'll be posting videos about irrigation, videos about like total harvest, videos about garden bed builds, things like that on the Lioncrest Outdoors page. So just want to keep options open. So hand pollinate the corn. It will be huge. Doing that, I'm gonna use tassel bags this year to pollinate my corn. I don't care how close it is. I'm gonna use tassel bags because I want to have a more complete pollination. Seed Addict says my husband loves watermelon, so you know I went crazy and bought a gang of it, but I can't stop, won't stop. Hey, can't stop, won't stop. I'm with you there. That's what got me in trouble with the watermelon at first. Okay, they're just talking to Tucker Homestead. Okay. Hey, Dr. Q in the building. Just got to get my little doctor's stuff. I don't know. My little professor coat, my professor wear. I don't know. Okay. Turf Therapy said I'm making a video on the kale chips, bro. Okay. Not the Brussels sprouts. And that's what he texted me about too. So, but not the Brussels sprouts, but Turf Therapy is making a video this weekend about the kale chips. And I will be watching that video. Y'all watch that video because it's going to be a great video, no doubt. I'm excited about it. Hey, GG Naturals. Hey, I'm glad y'all are enjoying yourself. I'm enjoying myself too. And as long as we keep that going, I'm good with it. Teamwork makes the dream work. 100%. No, 100%. Hey, that's the saying right there. Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay. So great tips, Farmer Q. Hey, I'll do what I can to help y'all. Hey, so true. 100%. He said, y'all got that good shine. Hey, that's what's up. Yep, for real. Good point. The wife is much better at documenting on paper. I do most of it in my head and eyes. Hey, teamwork makes the dream work. Yep, that's 100%. Just like the Bug Life Farm said, teamwork makes the dream work. And if I said bye to you earlier and you didn't leave Bug Life Farm, I'm sorry. Hey, still here, still having a good time. Okay, they're talking to each other. Oh, man, I'm behind. Okay, that's cool. Yes, hit that like button. I lost my cornbread recipe a long time ago, and if I had YouTube, then I'd still have it. Yep, because when we do our little recipes and do our little documentation, we're able to just passively have like archives to go back and read upon and look upon. Hey, Growing with Donnie, have a great night. I'm so glad you came tonight. It's been a pleasure hanging out, and I'll see you later. Okay. Jumping down. Hey, thank you for coming. Simple and easy. Simplistic Farms. Thanks for the laughing lessons. They said good night to everybody. Hey, good night to you. Simple ain't easy. Oh, yeah. Let me see something real quick. Okay. Let me see something real quick. I got to see something real quick before we continue because I got to make sure that everything's right. Okay, we good, we good, we good. All right, so we're almost down to the bottom. We're almost done with our buys. We're almost done with our good nights. Hey, go ahead and start streaming out if you got to go. Okay, see that it says I'm donating my overages to the church around the corner. They do food drives all the time. Hey, that's so good on you. I appreciate you for that, Seed Addicts. Hey, Stinky Puddle Rant says, great live tonight. Farmer Q class was most definitely in session. Thank you for sharing your personal space recommendations and knowledge. Be well, stay warm, and keep shining. Hey, I'm going to keep shining just for y'all because I love y'all, y'all. Keep that energy up. What's up? Hey, okay. Angels Love Garden said, thanks for the great live Q, and everyone have a great evening. Y'all stay safe and stay warm. Okay. Gigi Natural says, good night to all, peace and blessings to each of you. So before we keep it going, because we made it to the end of the chat, we said our goodbyes, we said our good nights. We did that. We arrived and we said goodbye. So, hey, y'all know what that means, right? That's Farmer Q out. Y'all have a good night. Love y'all. Peace and blessings.